Hello, everybody. What is going on? Hope you're having a good one. Hope that the day has treated you well. Welcome. Here we are. It's episode 35 of Longtime Watcher, First Time Writer. We done did 35 whole ones of these. And that's something.
That is definitely something.
It is a thing.
That's more episodes of Longtime Watcher than some Kamen Rider episodes.
This is true. Our dumbass podcast is officially longer than Kamen Rider Amazon's.
Yeah.
We did it.
Both
We're
of
winning.
them, actually.
I think this is...
Or
I meant
at
to
the
say
very least.
Amazon, but regular
Yeah.
Amazon is 24 and Amazon's is 26, so we beat them both.
We're longer
God,
than the
dang.
average season, and also like 3 times as long per episode.
This is true.
Yeah,
We are
by
longer than the
minute, we're
average
probably...
season yet.
We are very much winning by minute.
Yeah.
I think by minute we've eclipsed Kamen Rider Ichigo.
Yeah, you're a fucking nards, Ichigo, bitch.
Make more content, obviously.
Anyway,
Or-
it's
I need to do
episode
the math.
35 of Longtime Watcher, First Time Writer. As always, I am your longtime watcher, King Fetz, the 95th. As always, I am joined by my wonderful, my exemplary, my honorary longtime watcher, B-Drops,
Hello.
and my one day will be honorary longtime watchers, Action Shakespeare.
I feel like we're becoming second-class citizens.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry.
You
I
know,
didn't
good.
realize it.
It's time you understood
No!
what it felt like.
Yeah,
Come on.
Oh boy.
I got something already.
It's weird to lump you all in as first time
This is
writers.
show's gimmick.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't stop being true.
That's fair. Anyway, it's Action Shakespeare and the Magical Whale Gopher. Say hi, you two.
Hi.
Hi, you two.
It's fine.
You
We
too.
just gotta get through this one, and then you'll all be honorary longtime watchers, and I can just be like, it's the cast. You know who we are. Shut the fuck up.
I could just watch Kuga.
You could just watch
Be-
Kuga.
I saw-
Time.
I saw 2 Kuga action figures at my local store today.
That
Chuga?
counts. You're now a long time watcher.
Fuck that.
They were like $35 each. It was...
That's not bad, actually, for
Yeah.
Kuga.
That's not bad for a figure.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Gopher, you're joining the figure club recently, right? That picture was today, right?
Yes,
I mean,
that picture was
yes,
today.
but that is...
Hey,
That
wait,
is,
you got a
it-
figure.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I got that like months ago.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
sounds about right.
I didn't know you received yours, so or I forgot.
No, I have
Either way.
received 3 different ones.
Oh, look at you! I'm
Yeah.
falling behind.
Yeah, Gopher
I
has more
just-
figures than me now.
I just have anime girls.
Look, one of the
Same.
figures only counts for half because it's only painted halfway.
Are you saying
It
the
was-
X-ray one?
I think the X-ray one should count double.
No. No, there was like a $13 figure that I picked up. And
Oh.
I opened the box and only the front's painted.
And that motherfucker was only half paid.
That's great.
That's why it's half
That's
price.
really good. Yeah,
And I'm like, I mean, hell, $13, I guess, but
Sure.
$13 ain't nothing to stick a shit at.
They
It looks
shoot
real
them
good, you
with
just-
the paint gun.
yeah, you just don't turn it backwards.
Yeah, put it flat against the wall,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's golden.
beauty, ain't it? You know what else is a beauty? Everyone's favorite part of the podcast, the death count with B-Drops.
Oh, well, thank you. So, it was slightly questionable for the last death count, but now I can say with certainty the tide has receded.
Okay, officially.
Yeah, it is very normal. It happens. It's healthy. It's normal and it's healthy.
And it
So-
smells.
What?
This is true. When the tide recedes,
It's nice.
Should
I
be
guess
stinking.
so.
Smell like fish guts and ass.
I recently relived the joy of low tide, so
Yeah, I
Do you-
bet.
it's fresh
Not
in my
like-
memory. It's
Do you not like the
it'd
smell
be
of low
stanky.
tide?
It's stanky. Smell like fish.
Oh.
Smell like fish guts and ass.
I take it Gopher likes the smell of low tide.
I do.
Maybe it smells different over on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I don't see why it
I feel like it would smell worse.
How dare
I
you.
do too, but we're giving Gopher the benefit of the doubt.
I'm cure you,
I
Gopher.
can't record smells, so you'll just have to come up here. Figure it out
Somebody
for
please invent smell-o-vision.
Yeah, for real.
Come smell my low tide.
I'm tapped.
yourself.
That's,
gonna
that's
love
what
that shit.
you say that to all the girls.
You better believe it.
Speaking of dead fascists,
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I am whenever I
That's-
fail.
Oh. Okay.
So episode 72 and 73, we had our Kamen Rider team up episodes. So we got the return of team kills. We got one each per episode. They are both the big bads of each respective episode. Neither Kamen Rider getting any individual kills for either of these episodes, though.
Wow.
That's fucking teamwork.
Shocker got 2 kills each per episode.
Yeah, boo.
Boo. Boo. So that gives us a total of 3 kills per episode. And, the tide may have receded, but, I'm totally fine with it for these 2 episodes. It's not like we were lacking in action, and they were getting more plot heavy in a nice way.
Yeah.
Yeah. They played with the
yeah.
setting and, had fun character stuff and, there was
Yeah.
content.
I love when
It
there's
was
content.
it was very nice. So that gives us two new team kills for Team Kamen Rider. So now they have 12 team kills out of a total of 469
Nice.
kills for
Nice.
the entire Team Kamen Rider. 4 kills for Shocker, bringing them up to 212 kills.
Oh wait, no.
And
Boo.
Oh, wait, yeah, that was Shocker. wasn't it?
Sorry, I got.
yes,
Boo. Fuck you,
I
Shocker.
saw a number go up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's where I'm at this point.
Number go up and I clap.
Yeah.
yay! And with those 6 total kills for these 2 episodes, we are now at 721 total kills as of Kamen Rider episode 73.
Jesus.
Mostly on average, still.
Mostly on average.
Yeah.
We're falling very slightly behind, but hopefully we'll catch up.
Still, 721 ain't nothing to sneeze at.
No.
Mm-mm.
Did we play? I guess we'll find out next time if we played catch up in this one. But yeah, we'll find out next time because I don't remember any distinct bouts of extended bloodshed this time either. I don't remember
Shocker
people doing
probably.
a lot.
Shocker probably got their hands on a good number of kills in this one, but I can't say
Oh yeah, okay. No, I remember
that
vaguely.
Kamen Rider was really doing
Oh.
it big in the blood.
Speaking of Shocker kills, I forgot to mention, there was a base explosion at the end
Yes.
of episode 73, and there was literally nothing that could help me distinguish whether literally anyone was inside at all, so that didn't attribute to anything.
No concrete data. My headcanon
Yeah,
is
the
going to assume at least 6 people were in that base and died. But it's not official.
In an ideal and just world, that would be the case.
Well,
Deaths are hell included.
I guess
Yeah.
with the lack
Yeah.
of the people in the base, we got up to the 469 kills, so there's something.
Nice.
Nice.
Something nice came of this after.
Yeah. Well, with all that having been done, let's just slide right on into these episodes, shall we? Yeah, we're starting with episode 74, The Deadly Blood-Sucking Devil. Give it your all, Rider Kids Corp. Original air date was August 26, 1972. Go ahead, chicks.
A monster's so lame he doesn't even get in the fucking title. He had to second bill to the fucking Writer Kid Corps.
I think everybody plays second bill to the Writer Kid Corps.
You're right. They were the stars of this fucking set of episodes.
They really were.
They held our attention the most.
And with good reason. Speaking of the Writer Kid Corps, let's get right on into it. Episode, as always, does not have a synopsis on the wiki. Really got to get into editing those. I'll do it one day.
I mean, you have
You'll
them
be
all
the
written
hero.
down now.
Yeah, now that I've got it, I'll probably wait until we're done, and then I'll just, like, check them for grammar and spelling and just
Yes,
slap
please.
them up there.
Conform to the wiki guidelines.
I've
Yeah.
specifically been requested to not do grammar checks, so I just upload them as is.
No, yeah, I know.
That's good enough
As
for the
God
paying
intended.
audience.
Yeah, the paying
Yeah.
audience
People get it for free?
deserves
Huh.
to get all the fuck ups because that's what they're paying for. But
This
this is going to be
like.
prosperity. So
You're
yeah.
wonderful, by the way. Thank you for supporting such efforts.
No, yeah,
Thank
I meant that entirely as a positive.
Oh yeah, I know. Just
Yeah, thank you for paying for the show, by the way. Your little bit of support goes a longer way than you might think. Anyway,
We appreciate.
yeah, we appreciate the hell out of you. Tell your friends to hop on in so they can also have the hell appreciated out of them. But until then, we got some episodes to do, and let's do it. Episode 74 opens like so. The episode opens outside a hospital that is broken into by the shocker kaijin Lauskules. A nurse notices the disturbance and catches Lauskules, who attacks her as well.
Oh yeah, this was like really fun. Like we got some old school horror Kamen Rider back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it
got
was
the
great.
fun shadows against walls and stuff, and creeping around hospitals, and I forget how she just doesn't he just sort of like appear?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's like already
Yes.
eating someone or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
Yeah,
hey,
she
you
like-
put
like
that
blood
she
on the
like
floor.
sees that like one of the surgery
stop
rooms
that.
is unlocked
Yeah.
and walks in. Yeah.
She just sees this thing crouching over somebody. This proc's wrong enough in her brain to tell her to, hey, you stop that, but not wrong enough to be like, holy fuck, that's a monster eating somebody.
I assume the notion is that it is supposed to be dark in the room, so
Oh, yeah,
she
it's dark
can't
as fuck in
see.
here.
It, but
I cannot see under the cover of night.
yeah. Well, we gotta show the film. But yeah, that is the reason why. Of
No,
my
they
first
shot-
three notes. Oh,
They
God.
shot better night lighting than a lot of things can. It's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
They had lots of stark shadows, kind of
Mhm.
cool
Yeah.
lighting. It's what you do to shoot a night scene.
It was good stuff.
Unlike fucking Mystery Science Theater movie that I forgot, the eyeball creatures, which is very actually similar to our monster this week.
I
A little bit, yeah.
I need to throw
Uh,
this nurse just under the bus, just a tiny bit though.
Oh
Please.
yeah, go for it.
Oh no.
Run her over.
No.
So you're like, you say it's supposed to be dark in here, but this nurse does in fact turn on a light before asking, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Hey, what's going on here?
Shit. What y'all
Yeah,
doing there?
Damn, all goodwill fucking sucked out like a space vacuum.
Yeah, really.
Because yeah, Jesus. What a suit this is.
This is a hell of a
Let
scene. We
us
should
talk
talk
about it.
because this is another one of those episodes where we see our monster super early.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's just
So
right
let's talk about this fucking freak.
there. Lauskules,
Yeah.
the great.
Trypophobia warning for this guy.
Look,
A
I'm
little bit.
I'm gonna keep it a buck
Give me the
50. I
willies.
fucking love the shit out of this suit.
I do too.
It's a cool suit.
This suit rules.
However,
don't-
I
It
need
just
If you don't like eyes staring at you, you are going to be very
Yeah,
are
that's
going
fair.
to be very mad.
You're gonna have
As Pete
issues.
was.
I need to ask, or perhaps just say that if you've seen the Winter Lanterns from Bloodborne, you've seen this suit because
Oh,
it's got
fuck.
it's got the same energy.
Are the Winter Lanterns those motherfuckers that give you frenzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, pretty much exactly. Just no
I-
dress. Replace the dress with an intercontinental title.
Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, but
Yeah. Well,
Alternatively,
that's because
if
our
you've
girl
seen...
Kaijin is in next episode.
You love to see a girl boss winning. You love to see a girl
Love to
boss
see a girl
screaming.
boss screaming.
Well, we'll have to get into why she sucks later, though.
Yeah.
If you've seen Attack of the Eye Creatures, 1967 bad movie that I already referenced, it's a Mystery Science Theater episode. It is actually kind of very similar in design philosophy,
Yeah.
in that it is not a big eyeball. It is a creature that just is covered in quote unquote eyeballs.
I think they're supposed to be louse.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
do-
just
they do
look
be
like
looking like
eyeballs.
eyes.
So, another cool return to horror aesthetics.
Yeah.
mhm.
What else is there to say? Oh, he's got like a needle hand
Yep.
on his left arm.
Yeah.
It's the hand he suck with.
We
Which-
got a lot of bloodsuckers lately.
We've been slurping these last couple episodes.
I know we've been slurping pretty heavily, but I need to ask.
Mm-hmm.
My first note simply reads, "The crunch suck," and I have no idea why that's...
The-
So there.
The crunch
If I
sound.
recall correctly, there's like a crunch sound of some kind.
Is there?
And also his movements do look like he is like eating something. He looks like he's hunched down.
Okay,
chomping
yeah,
something.
okay, yeah.
'Cause,
okay,
my-
that...
looks like he's
It-
I
That
have
explains
notes
it. That
as
explains
well
it.
where I'm like, oh, my man crunching. Oh, he's
It's funny,
slurping.
yeah.
It's funny because it's literally just a splat of blood on the ground. There's no
Yeah.
physical form that he's attacking. And it's also, he's invisible for a portion of it.
Mhm.
He just goes, whoop, and fades on the screen. It's so weird.
Yeah, this man is slurping. He crunching, treating that body like fucking Choco treats a chicken wing.
Damn.
Going to town on that bitch. We should
Oh,
talk
man.
about what the suit
Decadence.
actually looks like. We have
Yeah.
spoken much of vibes, but we have not described.
There are many
the suit.
vibes.
There are many vibes.
That Bloodborne description was pretty
It
accurate,
is
though it's
pretty
not quite
annoying.
so bulbous in the
It's
head.
not
No.
as bulbous, but there is definitely elements of it. There's also, like, crab claws sticking out.
Yeah, no, he just has claws
Which-
sticking out of his
yeah.
face.
Yeah.
And they're
You
painted
gotta put
in
those-
the same way the robot from Lost in Spaces, the original one, is painted.
Wow.
Yeah,
There's
alright.
a pull.
No, yeah, we're in the. At least it's closer to being contemporary to Kamen.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, look, I
About
wouldn't
a
be
decade.
surprised if the Winter Lanterns were inspired by Kamen Rider.
I wouldn't be either.
At this stage, you know,
Yeah.
you just have to assume anything, especially if it comes from Japan.
No, it's just like you tell me
Has a
something's
little bit of
inspired
that.
by Kamen Rider, I'm just like, okay, yeah.
I'll just believe you.
Yeah.
I will just firmly affirm it to my belief system that somebody subconsciously remembered a Kamen Rider thing, at the very least.
Oh, for sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet this was nightmare fuel to young Japanese children
This-
in the early 70s.
This thing's fucked up looking. It's
Yeah.
scary.
Oh, yeah. It's spooky.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Just because it is that, like, weird, I don't know what I'm looking at vibe. It's great.
It looks like
Yeah.
a bug being taken over by a fungus,
Ooh, yeah.
A little
Kinda
bit,
like
yeah.
that. like that old corpse monster from the graveyard episode. But better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
but worse. But better and worse.
Better in how much it's worse.
Yeah. It's unpleasant.
I think my favorite thing about this dude is that he does not have a face.
Yeah.
It's just a mess up there.
Yeah,
It's just things are just protruding.
shit's just happening up there.
Yeah.
I
Which
do be having a pirate hook.
He do be having a pirate hook.
It's like a syringe, right? That's
Yeah. It's his
in the
little-
picture
Yeah,
we
I
have.
think
It
so.
looks like it looks like if you told me this picture was cut off and then it hooked. It just went into a hook at the top of the image. I'd believe you.
yeah, that's very fair.
Babe, your head's so cold. Old.
That
That
me needle.
Yeah, that be deal.
There's also like it's split into halves again. With the left side more of a carapace, kind of traditionally. And then the right side just covered in these pustules and like has a enlarged shoulder. It's gnarly, like legitimately.
Yeah.
I think for very different reasons, the 2 episodes we have, this was probably like a real fun day at the
Oh
the
yeah.
Kaijin factory.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
like I feel like people were really expressing themselves on the on this round.
Yeah,
In interesting ways,
yeah.
with probably a pretty okay budget now.
it's a trend I hope to see continue because we're really starting to get into the super unique suits, and it's interesting because I'm thinking I'm doing that thing where I compare old Kamen Rider to new Kamen Rider, and it's cool that we've kind of gotten to just see the suits get better and better over time, because it's not uncommon for in modern Kamen Rider to help
Uncommon.
sort of establish these stakes for whoever our bad guys are to become kind of homogenized. We usually get a generic has been established to be stronger than the regular bad guy, sort of a bad guy, and that's usually the thing that we are fighting alongside like a couple of enemy commanders for the last, we'll say like back 15 episodes of a Kamen Rider series. And like, while it is understandable and honestly probably pretty good from a storytelling standpoint, it is a little disappointing in that, we lose that Monster of the Week flair. We lose that excitement of like, oh, what's the new monster going to be, and what's he going to look like, and how are they going to deal with them? And so it is cool to see, comparatively to that, it almost seems like the Monsters of the Week have been getting better. They've, the suits have been improving a lot. The ideas behind how they are supposed to work has been improving a lot. I mean, we are getting a little bit of weird overlap. Like we got a whole bunch of dudes what suck, which is strange, but it's interesting to see what's gonna come up versus
Yeah, the Japanese Home Depot had a great bargain on red paint
right,
for that month.
Exactly.
It's sucking on the mind, and they're just like, let's do it.
Sometimes you get sucking
That's
on the mind.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spring hits the air, and
You're Twitter pated.
young
You know,
folks
maybe-
just got one thing on their mind.
Red paint.
Louse monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta celebrate spring
Um,
with a crazy little thing called sucking outside. Get this louse off me.
God.
Anyway,
Disgusting.
Oh. Wow.
Losculus, please. Not in public.
What was his noise? I don't
Did he
remember.
He
have
sounded like Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right,
He was like,
Yes,
It's
they're
so
Roger Rabbit.
wonderful.
I am not surprised that we forgot this poor man's wonderful noise because he gets fucking usurped.
Yeah.
It's true. It is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although-
No.
Let's not spoil it too
Yeah,
preemptively.
Yeah, we'll. I was gonna say we'll talk about it when we get there, but
Let's appreciate
boy.
what we have.
yeah,
I did even have a note for it, but yeah, it's
Oh,
just,
yes?
I mean, it's pretty much just what you were saying, of just that noise is just
Roger Rabbit.
yeah, perfect
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
well I do, if it's like a really good noise, I've been writing down the onomatopoeias of them
Ah.
and try to jumpstart my memory. But yeah, you've done a good job.
It's more of a tongue trill, which is a good substitute for Roger Rabbit noise, but I will be the pedant who will say that
Roger is done with the lips.
it's done with the cheek.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
And it is one of my few impersonation talents is I can actually do that like cheek jostle without without actually like pulling my cheek.
Impressive.
It's you kind of have to fill it with air and then like let it like
Yeah.
kind of like that, but then you do a high pitched noise.
Voice acting hard.
It's an interesting thing, and I never kind of clicked that was what, because I did that just on my own, and then I realized that they literally animate Roger doing it like that.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating. And I
It
was
is.
like, hey, that's the thing I do for no reason. I'm just a weirdo.
No, now you're talented.
No, now I'm a Roger Rabbit impersonator. I better work on the rest.
Yeah.
Just let me fill in for the cheek noise. The other guy can do the
God.
rest.
Yeah, really.
Suddenly remembering the tutorial I've seen for doing Porky Pig's voice,
Oh,
and at the
yeah.
very end he
Yeah.
says, and that's why I have job security.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, breaking down a stutter is
Impressive,
nuts.
really. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has... His voice has become an art, despite originally being an authentic stutter.
Yeah.
Was it
right?
really? I never knew that.
Yes, Porky Pig's original voice was a man with a real stutter, and he did get replaced because his stutter made it difficult to read the lines as effectively as they wanted, despite the fact that it was entirely the reason they hired him for that authenticity. But whatever, I'm not gonna get heated about that here.
That's a little sad, but
It sucks, but
Yeah.
also I understand.
I get it, and it's fascinating that they were like, we need to keep this element, though. We need to figure out how to actually replicate it consistently.
Yeah,
but
I
effectively.
understand, but it sucks. It just
sucks
sucks
for
to
that
do
guy.
that.
No, it
I
does,
feel
yeah, it
bad
does
for
suck,
him.
but
It's a weird world of entertainment. Looney Tunes is the fucking Wild West for those guys.
yeah, really.
I hope the rest of his life was pleasant.
Yeah, hopefully. Ooh, excuse me.
Speaking of pleasant lives, question mark?
Yeah,
Nobody
here-
gets one in this episode.
Yeah, here
Yeah, a
here
little
comes some
bit.
folk that aren't gonna have one.
This nurse, for one.
Yeah, this nurse who absolutely gets slurped like a Gert.
What flavor?
Grape.
Alright.
Great. They had grape yogurt, really?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I'm
I
used to
remember-
them just
I remember
being
mixed berry.
strawberry. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was strawberry, mixed berry,
Look, I
cotton
didn't
candy.
drink Go-Gurts.
Y'all ever get that Trix yogurt?
Yeah.
One
Once,
time,
yeah,
I
it's
think. Yeah,
crazy sweet.
it's yeah,
Mixes brown, just like the real thing.
true.
That's completely off topic, and an even more off topic thing occurred to me from that. And
Dealing with it.
Trix is apparently covered in the stuff that makes ants think you're dead.
Really?
So if you put a piece of Trix in an ant farm, they'll dig up their dead and just pile the dead ants on top.
That's fucking
God.
funny.
That's wonderful. Thank you for giving me
That's-
this weapon against my enemies.
Yeah, put some Trix in there; it'll distract them.
Yeah, they'll get
Not in
real
the way you
busy.
think. It's
Cinnamon
yeah,
and tricks.
the ant pheromones is always funny, and how you can cover ants in their death pheromone, and they'll take them to the little ant graveyard, and
It's
they'll-
so cute.
and then they'll be like, "Ah, man, I gotta get back to work," and they try to clean themselves
Silly little
off.
babies.
Dumb little bug brains. But
Don't
those
let
are
your brains
ants.
be controlled
We're
by
talking about
pheromones.
lice. Apparently.
That's true. I guess. Well, no, not
Well-
quite lice.
I mean, we
Because
could also
lice
talk
is-
about like pigeons, maybe.
Yes, you are so right. We can talk about pigeons. Let's continue.
Let's
this
talk about
synopsis.
the
Why not?
pigeons.
Yeah, let's see if the synopsis will lead us anywhere near a pigeon.
Yeah, that's a weird. Probably not, but worth a shot.
I don't know why it would.
Yeah.
Well, we won't know until we get there. Next, we see Naoki and Mitsuru be inducted into the Kamen Rider Kids Corps. Back at his home, we see another court member, Tatsuo, speak with his father.
So no, you didn't say any fucking pigeon. Hold the fucking phone.
I'm being assaulted. Hold on. I'm sure I had to mention it at some point.
You would have had to. It becomes very important later.
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't there, but...
You didn't get the setup.
Give him
Well,
a
to be
minute.
fair, well, yeah, no, I guess that's...
It doesn't happen until
valid.
later in the episode. He's going to describe a million things. The Kamen Rider Corps. We should probably discuss them.
Alright, well, let's discuss them then.
We have a child army.
We have a child army.
We love child soldiery
That's
here.
about as much as we have established at this point in the episode.
Yes.
We actually haven't even established that it's a full army yet, because we just have 2.
Yeah, newly
Yeah,
inducted
we have
member.
Yellow Shirt Kid and the other one.
Yeah.
Now we can't even call him Yellow Shirt because he's going to be in this stupid outfit all the time.
Yeah, they're going to be in uniform.
Yeah.
Like a good soldier.
Yeah. It's so weird what has happened in this episode and in theory going forward forever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That we just have the fucking Kamen Rider Kids Corps.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thing that
Tachibana.
apparently existed.
Tachibana decided that the children of Japan were not being weaponized properly. And said, damn it, if no one else will use them.
I mean, Shocker tried to get them twice.
This is
Might
true.
as well train them in our own army.
Yeah, fuck it. These kids aren't
They're
watching
being-
their parents. We can do whatever
they're
the fuck
be-
we want.
They're being forced into war. We might as well train them
Yeah. Incredibly valid.
in our
Is
weird,
it, though?
I
our
don't-
weird super-powered war.
I don't know if it is, but I do
It
know.
sucks.
I do know that these guys effectively fill the role of Goro, which I find incredibly funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've decided that we cannot replace Goro with one child, so we shall simply replace him with a conglomerate.
Yeah,
All the
'cause-
children of Japan.
Yeah.
Because
Surely
that's
all
how
of
much
the
work
children
Goro
of
is
Japan
pulling out.
Have enough
true.
charisma to equal one Goro.
But yes, functionally, they're Kamen Rider's eyes of the world.
And his ears.
They have these little medallions, these fun little Kamen Rider medallions, that apparently do a thing, but that doesn't
We don't
matter
find that out
because
this episode, yeah.
yeah, they do a thing that makes what they're actually doing in this episode feel very obsolete immediately.
A little bit, yeah.
We're training carrier pigeons.
Yeah.
We got a
Yeah.
network now, apparently.
Yeah, Carrier Pigeon Network. And one of our networkies is the boy I mentioned, old Tatsuo.
Yes.
He is also a member of the Kamen Rider Kid Corps. We get our introduction to him because he meets his carrier pigeon. And then after meeting his carrier pigeon, he meets his dad, Red Flag McGee.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
he's just carrying a box of flags.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure we all probably have a note that's just like, oh, kid, your dad is super dead.
Mine specifically is,
Thank you.
bro, your dad. The flags are so red.
Yeah, I'm a security guard at the hospital.
They're stationing
no.
me at
I'll
the
see
West
you later,
Tokyo
son.
Blood Bank. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll see you later, son.
We'll catch up on our thing, you know. Didn't he actually like make plans too, like just to add a little extra?
I feel like maybe he did.
Or
I don't
were we
remember
just
if he
joking
did or
about
if that was just
I
us
genuinely
We
can't
did-
remember.
We did joke a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
we
oh,
dumped
I'm
on this
retiring next week.
Yeah.
Well, of all the time in the world.
We'll go play fetch.
He made a regard. He's very happy with his son's role as Kamen Rider Kid.
Yeah.
He's very Kamen Rider positive.
Yeah, he's like, you're in the Kamen Rider Kid Corps, and I'm a security officer.
I'm a
We're
security
both
guard.
home in
We're-
Japan.
we're fighting the good
Yeah.
fight. It was really
Yeah.
sweet, actually. Like, if
It
you don't
was
think
it
about
was a
it
little
as a
tongue in
flag,
cheek, but
well, yeah,
yeah, like it was definitely like, oh, that's sweet, your little kid games, and he was being supportive. It was still sweet though.
Yeah.
it was a nice, like if you take it in a broader sense, like they're both seen as secondary forces to a main defense force. Security guards and the police and the Kamen Rider Corps and Kamen Rider. It's like, we're important though. we're fighting the good fight. We do our jobs.
Job for the city.
Yeah. And he's not gonna, and he's gonna support that, and his son isn't ashamed of that, and they're all gonna have a great day, and he's not gonna die.
Yeah, he's super definitely not gonna die at the West Tokyo Blood Bank. He's being stationed at West Tokyo Blood Bank because there's been a mysterious string of blood disappearances. Thought you should know.
Though.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
Thank you for telling me where he will not die.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Of course. Wanted to make sure you were aware. So anyway.
Where he will definitely not perish.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have set this up, I must skip a couple of lines on the synopsis so I can go straight to Tatsuo's father is attacked by Loscules and controlled like center.
What else even happened?
I mean, literally nothing.
Oh, I remember what happened because I do have a note.
Oh, please. Oh, right.
Because I thought this spot was really dope, and I love this security guard dad. He's the coolest security guard we've had since the dude with the dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Since dummy.
Good old dummy.
Rip in peace, man.
Yeah.
What's the dog doing?
Rest in peace, dummy. You a real hero.
He was.
God bless dummy.
But yeah, this guy, his last name is apparently fucking Van Helsing. Because he's talking with his fellow security guard, and then the nurse who got attacked earlier who has the special mind control eye makeup, that featured on all victims in Kamen Rider, walks up to them and is like, "Hey, let me through. I'm gonna get a bunch of blood. I'm a normal nurse. Come here."
Come here.
And he's like, "Well, I guess there's nothing suspicious, but wait a minute, you have no shadow."
Yes.
Fucking eagle eyes.
Why the fuck did she not have a shadow?
It should have been behind her, apparently.
What about the setup makes her not have a shadow?
Sucking blood.
No.
I was also curious because our monster has a shadow. We
Yeah.
saw that with the shadow play at the opening of the freaking episode. I guess revenants don't have shadows for some reason.
He turns you into a vampire. He's not a vampire though.
You fucking absconded with her shit. He brainjacked her and he was like, "Your shadow's mine too, bitch."
Yeah, that's
Peter Pan ass.
Yeah, Peter Pan.
Oh my god.
Gotta sew that shit on.
Yeah,
It's loose.
fuck. It's like, surely it makes no sense why she just doesn't have a shadow. That's just the thing about her.
Somebody on the production team fucking thought that would be a really cool spot.
Apparently.
Which, I mean,
Thought it was such a
they were
cool spot,
right.
they basically use it twice.
Yeah.
I only couldn't help but think that it'd be really funny if she just had no clue. Because when he's like, "You don't have a shadow," she's like, "So you've noticed?"
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I couldn't help but think, like, it'd be so funny since this is literally, like, the next day that she'd be like, "Oh my
what?
god. Oh my
I
god.
don't know what?
That's
Holy
crazy."
shit.
Whoa. I didn't know it came with that.
Oh man, I gotta be more careful. Anyway, I gotta kill you now.
Anyway, check out
Anyway,
these french
career.
fries I bought. Alright.
I'm a horse.
Yeah.
Check it out, Abe. No, I'm the guy with 2 French fries up his nose.
Oh,
I forgot about the fangs until you just mentioned them.
I could never
Immediately
forget
came
them
back.
again. I don't know why I didn't put a note, but I can never forget that, because it's just fucking absolute, like, they're probably, like, actual prop fangs, but they're so big, and they're just stuck up in there. It is absolutely that fucking walrus french fry shit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Oh, man. Anyways, security guards are attacked.
Yeah,
by
big
vampires.
surprise. So yeah,
and then my memory fails me.
well, that's what I'm here for. Back at the base, Ambassador Hell is told that in order to make more cyborgs, it is best to collect the blood of children, and so he sends out Lauskules.
It is tastier.
I made a point
Science.
to notify this because it is legitimately how we learned this. We learn from narration that anyone attacked by Lauskules is taken control of. No one else says the shit.
It's because they were like, oh, wait, shit.
Yeah, they don't have
said this in the
Lauskules say
script.
this. They don't have the Science Shocker Man say it. They wouldn't even have Ambassador Hell say it.
No.
Even though they've shown it off already.
By the
They're
way,
like,
in case
in case
this wasn't completely clear.
In case you were wondering what the fuck was happening in that last scene.
I was.
Which, in fairness, you might be 7 watching this, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a children's show
I tuned
made
in
for...
late.
Nope, you are you are entirely correct. Truly, my only issue with this is that we did not determine this line was important enough to give it to a character.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
We were like, disembodied voice Jackson can tell you this.
That's some last second shit. Like,
That is
shit.
absolutely like, shit.
Get in the
fuck.
booth.
Go quick.
Oh yes, so Lauskules is told to get children's blood by any means necessary. I would love you to take a moment to pause and think, what tactic do you think would be really good to get children's blood if necessary?
Tell us your ideas in the comments.
Yeah, tell us your ideas in the comments
If you
below.
wanted to go get the blood of a child, what's your game plan?
Just, hypothetically.
Stop talking to my chest.
Yeah. Be clear now, enunciate. B, what would your stratagem be? If
Yeah,
you were,
yeah.
You're our child violence expert by way of hamburgers.
Hello?
Say you're really, really hungry for cheeseburgers.
Yeah, you gotta get you some
Okay.
cheeseburgers and you stat, which means you need some child blood. How you gonna get it?
Okay, I'll tell you exactly how I'd get
Hit me
it.
with it.
So I'd get a food truck,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and I'd make it look like the Russian flag.
Okay.
Look at it absolutely
It
does.
super does.
It's beautiful. And then I'd have old Christmas shopping bags full of miscellaneous snacks from the back of my pantry that I no longer have any need for. They're probably like a month expired, but kids aren't gonna check the expiration date. They just say, "Oh, candy."
Mhm.
I'll also have one of those old ass cookie tins that your grandma puts sewing supplies in.
Hell yeah.
You don't know if there's cookies in it yet,
I
and that's
put
part of the
sewing
trap.
Those
supplies
fucking
in
Royal Dance butter cookies. Hell yeah, baby.
Absolutely.
Ooh, butter
yes.
cookies. I'm gonna make
So
butter
So
cookies
anyway,
right
I give the children a bunch of sweets, and that's where you all come in.
Ah.
now. Mhm.
So you're going to come and just grab them in broad daylight
Okay.
from behind as I'm distributing the various expired sweets from my pantry,
Okay.
and you're going to drag them into the back of my Russian flag food truck.
You know,
And I
B?
said to little Timmy, I said, your blood. No. Our blood.
I
So, what do you think of my plan?
I
think
have
it's
no
wonderful.
notes.
I think it's foolproof, yeah.
Yeah, truly so wrong.
This is
Oh, I
Hold
do
on,
this
wait.
at a school, by the way. I'm
Yeah.
doing this during recess
This is-
at a school.
This is
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, I just drove it.
Truly
Thank
a
you, thank you.
600 IQ play.
Oh, thank you. I thought as much.
The only plan I could think of that might be smarter than this is, on a whim, I don't know, like getting a bus and then telling the kids that they could go bug hunting with Kamen Rider if they get on the bus.
Okay, that's I don't know. That might be a 600 IQ play too.
I think I think they're. I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I think they're both really
Yeah.
good plans.
These are valid directions.
Yeah,
I
valid
think.
strategem.
It's
I'll take the
This
leftover
plan-
snacks though.
That's
it's
fair.
so incredible.
It's so good.
It is okay. We need to emphasize how 100% action for action B describes this scene.
Yeah.
They came under the guise of subterfuge and then kidnapped him in broad daylight anyways. And then not even in an open van in broad daylight.
It looks like this dude's running a fucking mini tattoo parlor.
Like, for real. It's just open air. Anybody who's looking can see it. They just, all right, put the next kid here. Slurp. All right, put the next kid here. Slurp.
Yeah.
A conveyor belts
Yeah.
of children.
Like, why lure them in the first place? You got them there by force. Every
It's
other
like-
shocker
and also
plan
some-
looks like a genius play.
It's ridiculous. And I also want to emphasize that when they kidnapped a bunch of children, they couldn't get the whole group. Like, this was a whole, classroom full of children. They only grabbed, half of them.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this wasn't immediately a problem. Like, these kids didn't go oh my god, teacher!
Summer vacation, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. These kids, I don't know. The teachers are off having their smoke break. They could not care less.
True.
Whatever. Like, it's not like they didn't come back. Oh, they just got weird eye makeup now. You're crazy.
You know how kids are. They're always drawing on each
Yeah.
other's
Yeah,
fucking
oh.
faces.
Yeah. Oh, silly children.
Those silly children.
Go wash your face. And study. Go to cram school. I don't fucking care.
Also, pick back up your shadows.
Yeah,
Put your fucking shadow back on.
God, it's probably in your cubby. I don't fucking care.
Oh, to be part of the school's disciplinary committee telling the students to wash the eyeshadow off and sew their shadows back to their feet.
Now that's some modern fantasy that I'm
There you go.
I'm weirdly into. I don't know what you frame it with. I don't know what the plot is, but the idea that you just live in a society that just has to say that regularly
Hell yeah.
and continue living in the city life.
People's shadows slipping off when they're walking to work. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck shit. I'm already late.
Oh, jeez. I do not have time for this. Just grabs it in
Sorry.
one arm and
Yeah,
throws it in the car.
scoop the
Sorry,
whole thing.
boss. I'm gonna be late again. Yeah, it's the shadow again.
I swear I'm gonna get a new one. As soon as that
I
paycheck
know.
comes in.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You're not getting a paycheck. You're getting fired.
No excuse. Yeah.
This is the 4th time this week.
I think you just don't care enough about your position here.
That's all I have.
I'm starting to think that this just might not be a good fit for you. I don't. Or your
I could do
shadow.
better. I swear.
You can do better at a different place.
Damn.
It's gonna be okay, B. We'll find a good place for you in your shadow.
Shadow's
thank
already got another job.
True.
God.
Shadows are already here.
Shadow's on time, aren't you?
We're only
Supposed to
firing
be up.
you, not your shadow.
Fucking shadow. You trying to get me fired? We live in the same apartment, asshole. We both have to pay rent.
Oh, God. Imagine if that counted as 2 tenants.
Oh, fuck that.
It would, though.
It's so
Yeah, they
What a
wood.
would.
nightmare.
There'd definitely be clauses in contracts of shadows. If not an entire citizen, it would definitely be treated like a pet. You know.
Oh, God.
I'm
$150
thinking
Some apartment
shadow
complexes
deposit.
just demanding that you don't have a shadow.
Well, also,
What am I supposed to do with it?
I don't know. Figure it out.
Get rid
Find
of
someone
it.
who can hold.
maybe you're trying to get an apartment with a pet, but they're like, nah, you got 2 pets because that shadow counts as another one.
Double pet rent.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's an extra
Getting so angry
150 a
about
week.
these hypotheticals.
Holy shit! Yeah, fuck that.
we've created. I started this as like, wow, what a fantastical world where people have to manage their own shadows in a modern
We get
fantasy
so
setting.
jaded.
And we got immediately into the dredges of capitalism.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
We've been infected. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we all have brain rot.
We live in a society.
You want to know who
Anyways.
doesn't have brain rot though? Tatsuo doesn't have
what's
brain
his
rot.
face? Yeah, Tatsuo.
That's why he's sitting on the
Fuck
hill
off my
like,
bike.
where the fuck is my dad?
Man,
This man's
Like a
late as
fishing.
hell.
We've been on there, Tatsuo.
all I have is my pigeon.
Yeah,
He's not even my friend. He's a coworker.
Oh.
it's gonna be okay. The pigeon will get equal rights someday, Gopher. Anyway, nearby Tatsuo is wondering where his father is. The controlled children and Tatsuo's father, who was one of the people who tried to kidnap, who I guess succeeded in kidnapping these kids, attempt to get him to join Shocker, but he
Yes.
sends his carrier pigeon to the court base, who send out Hongo and Taki to investigate.
So I guess Shocker's not like fully cognizant that there are children informants now, which would make sense. I
Not
guess.
this
Like,
episode. They just formed them.
yeah,
They are new,
I mean,
yes.
this does prove to be a vital like. So the idea of having child informants is immediately rewarded in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
In that a bunch of children start getting kidnapped and mind controlled, and they make the mistake of just openly approaching another child wearing a Kamen Rider medallion and his little hat.
I mean, it's not like they knew. They were brain controlled.
They also did we describe the outfit in full? It's a white hat, white button-up shirt. They have a little ascot scarf,
Mm-hmm.
and by little I mean huge. It just takes up most of their torso.
It's big on them.
It's red like Kamen Rider, and
It's cute.
And they have a
Yeah.
medallion that is like the most adorable minimalist version of a Kamen Rider face that you could possibly make.
It's great.
I'm genuinely enamored with it. I love it.
I found one of them, like
Yeah.
one of the medallions.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you know? It's within that $800 50th anniversary bundle.
Oh.
Yeah,
It
so
sucks.
for those of you who are
That's-
knowledgeable of the 50th anniversary collector's edition Kamen Rider belt bundle, that it's like $800, and it's like a full scale replica of the belt with like working shutters and flashing lights and the whole nine. It's very cool and also insanely expensive. And if you buy it, it comes with a replica of that medallion.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it also comes with a belt, but man.
Yeah, I mean, the belt is the thing you're buying, but it comes
Absolutely.
with the replica of the medallion.
and a
with-
scarf.
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
scarf.
You could be a Kamen Rider Kid Core.
You could be a Kamen Rider Kid.
I want to be a Kamen Rider Kid Core.
I
Well,
don't want to
be.
be.
I-
I love that. This thing.
$800.
Yeah, it's only $800 to be.
A small price to pay.
That's a markup.
Coughs up blood.
Yeah, no,
Apparently
that.
the original
well,
price
yeah.
was $500.
Yeah.
It's a limited run, I
Yeah, I'm
believe.
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's
So.
sold out.
So
So now they're just reselling. Man, that's a bummer. This thing is rad as fuck. Like
Yeah,
this
no,
whole
it's
it-
real
this
good.
whole set is really cool.
it supremely rules is the problem because it is also fucking $800.
I mean, even 500 is a lot. Like,
Yeah.
but it is the kind of thing. It's like, well, if I'm gonna dump 500 on a merch, it better be something like this.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
Transforming belt.
Made of leather.
See, I would.
It is a leather ass belt.
It's a strap, brother.
It's got like the LEDs. I think the fan animation plays.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It makes the song as well.
Man.
The sound effects. I looked up videos.
That sounds about right.
It's very, very good.
Doing a facial journey of being disgusted and disappointed at the price.
Yeah.
The long end.
Ah, it is a quality belt. It's made of quality materials.
Yeah, but maybe like, I don't know, 150?
Not
I don't know.
It's also a
It'll-
limited run collector's item.
Yeah.
Is
no.
it just the belt and the medallion? Isn't that like an actual set of DVDs?
I don't know about any DVD.
It looks like a
It's
case.
complete selection modification, henshin belt set.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, no,
okay,
there's
one I've
yeah,
seen.
the case thing you're looking at is the base.
It's just for the belt.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a
there's-
thing to
to
wrap
be
your
fair-
belt around so you can display it.
Yeah, to be fair, I do believe when I was looking it up, the original sell price was, I think, about $300.
Yeah, that's like more manageable.
So what we've been seeing is,
But-
yeah, like it's certainly going to be marked up, of
Yeah.
course, but
Yeah, this is definitely aftermarket markup price, but also, fuck.
Man, like, see if it was 300, but that was a case and it had like Ichigo Blu-ray with like a poster in it.
Yeah.
Well, I might have been out a little bit of money, let's say, but
Alas.
Yeah. Alas.
It's. I am partially surprised that Kamen Rider Kid Court got this little bonus bit of nostalgia merch, but I guess that probably speaks to their relevance going forward.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It is truly out of nowhere and like this completely unquestioned kind of reshaping of the core cast's role.
Yeah.
It's like I know we're not truly there yet, but we're getting there actually because this kid is approached like, hey, you wanna buy some shocker drugs? He's like, I better call Dare.
Oh,
Ooh,
I mean,
wow,
Kamen Rider.
Dare. There's a pull.
let me get Darren the Dare Lion on the fucking line.
Holy shit! I forgot about the Dare Lion.
Him and Wally Bear are gonna team up
Yeah.
and kick your ass.
Yeah. Woo, wow.
Yeah, there's some pulls.
There's
some collective pulls for y'all.
Yeah.
Sorry, younger viewers.
Yeah, if you got that reference, say so in the comments.
If you didn't, also say so.
Yeah.
And make me feel like the guy at the end of Last Crusade.
Yeah. Turn Shakes into dust by telling her you didn't
Turn
get that
into a
joke.
skeleton right before your very eyes.
Yeah. Watch and be
I
amazed.
chose unwisely.
All right, where were we in the? Oh yes, Hongo and Taki are sent to investigate. All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they arrive on the scene.
Oh,
go
we gotta get our pigeon spot is finally
Yes,
properly
true.
here.
Yes,
I
yeah,
got
we
distracted by
have-
Dare.
yeah.
We have sent off the pigeon to go tell the Kamen Rider Kid Corps that danger is afoot, that Shocker is attacking the populace. Which means we also get to see the Kamen Rider Kid Corps base playset.
That is to say, the motorcycle club doesn't exist anymore, I guess.
Yeah, fuck the Motor Club.
We just have an office now, which is extra weird. Like, it's
Yeah.
clearly an upper floor office building. With a pigeon compartment.
Yeah.
A little landing zone that lights up. There's the
Mandatory
remnants
for-
of motorcycle pictures on the wall. Tachibana clearly made some kind of transition and didn't want to let it all go. But he has gone fully into the Kamen Rider business.
Yep, he is a full-time ass whooper now.
And I guess so did all of the club members, for lack of a better thing to do with their lives.
I mean, yeah, truly, if you think about it, they were kind of just digging around in the first place when they were in the club proper.
Yeah, it's not like we ride anymore.
Yeah. Choco probably doesn't care what she's doing as long
Yeah.
as she gets to eat.
As long as she just gets to sit at her desk and snack, yeah. And
Yeah.
snack she does.
Oh yeah.
Good for her.
If y'all are ever wondering what happened to Snack Amiga, well, she's back.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's our snack amiga right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me weirdly happy, and I think I'm endeared to Choco now, more even more now.
Yeah.
There we go. Choco
She-
officially now the
Absolutely.
new crowd favorite.
She is now the snack amiga. She's the spirit of the original crew,
Yeah.
That's so
the-
wonderful.
the Gajinka of that location. she's a,
God.
she's full of snacks.
Absolutely amazing.
You know,
There's Shiro.
oh,
He's
miss
out there
you.
somewhere wondering what two girl bosses are doing, shaking in their boots.
Miss you, buddy.
Miss you, Shiro.
oh,
Love ya.
How wonderful.
Hope you're doing well. I'm surprised you did not bring up your favorite feature of the Kamen Rider Kid Core base, Shakes.
Which one was this? You might have to refresh my memory.
The picture on the wall.
Which one?
They've got the
Oh yeah! Oh
shocker
shit!
boots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, the diagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like the
anatomy.
full war room like headquarters. Like despite the remnants of motorcycle stuff, we are full on shocker research and development. Like we are figuring out the fucking science of killing these assholes, including anatomical diagrams of the mooks on the wall.
Yeah.
I want
And-
that
You need to know
poster,
what a shocker
like
mook is.
genuinely.
Yeah, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, same.
I feel like owning merch of bad guys, especially ones clearly based on fascists or literal Nazis in this case, is iffy. But man, I like the association of like, here's the diagram, here's how we kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's slightly different.
That's shit I'd wang up.
What really struck me is how the supporting cast is actually supporting now,
Yeah, whoa, wild concept.
which is
It's their literal jobs now.
it's 74 episodes in,
Yep.
and that's what we're doing. Okay, like
we figured out what we want to do with Kamen Rider. It took
Yeah.
us a little minute.
I'm so
Yeah.
on board for it, but also, what the hell?
Look, you know how they say sometimes it takes a bit for you to get your stride with a story? You know, sometimes a D&D
Yeah.
campaign takes a couple sessions to really get into the meat and the potatoes of it, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like that. Except, you know, instead of like 5 episodes, it took them 74.
Hey,
I-
look at One Piece. All right.
True.
It's 1,000 fucking episodes of One Piece. I'm gonna go fucking find the thing on it myself. It's taking too long.
Shit's taking too long, dog. It's gotta be somewhere around here.
I think this premise is inherently weaker.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
here's throwing out the takes. But fucking whatever at this point. What else are 70 episodes? Who give a shit?
Yeah.
Everything
Truly
has
give
been
a shit.
flipped over 3 times now, so it's just kind of like I'm numb
Like,
to it. But
It's something.
I wish. See, okay, the ideal world is something like this naturally integrated into even
Oh,
the original Snack Amigo,
yes.
or at least the
Mhm.
Moto Club. The idea that
Yes.
these non-combatants meeting under a normal circumstance got wrapped up into this thing because one of their members is a superhero, and instead of being bystanders, start taking action alongside their friend the hero is a great concept. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Plenty has done it. And like, you know, it's inherently just great. And like, you could have gotten there naturally, but seat of the pants is the name of the game for Kamen Rider Ichigo. And it's a
Truly.
little sad. And I have the power of hindsight, so I can say all the dumb shit I want, but it's, it's always painful to think of what could have been. But I guess I can live with this now. I wish Goro was here.
Yeah.
I really just
He would
wish
have been a great
Goro.
leader.
I wish Goro could just be
Like
the leader of
Kid
this
Corps?
gang
Yeah.
of children.
Kid Corps,
It was like
absolutely.
his whole thing is that he had friends everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He was, and like we joked about it, but like it really was just kind of his trait is that he was a very personable person, and he made friends everywhere he went, and that helped him, be a great asset to fighting for justice.
Yeah, having Goro serve as like key recruiter for the Kamen Rider Kid Corps would have been an absolute boon to this series. That would have been such a good like plot thread to have. Just Goro always having his head on a swivel and seeing weird stuff, and when he sees a kid that has talent, he shimmies on over to him and says, "Hey, maybe you had to run in with those shocker people yourself now, and you understand what a danger they are. If you want to help fight the good fight, I got a group that you can come join of other kids who have like had run-ins with Shocker." There's another thing. We had so many other kids who would just show up for like an episode and like they would meet the Shocker Kaijin and then like never show up again. Having those kids specifically become members, like intercontinental, I guess would be the word, members of like the Kamen Rider Kid Corps, so that like over in that seaside ocean town,
Yeah, right.
the Kid Corps has got eyes because the Jelly Doll Kid's still there. He's got his head on a swivel. He knows what Shocker looks like and how they operate now, and so he's going to keep an eye out for him. Just every like far off town where some kid has had a run-in with Shocker, just like, all right, you're deputized now. You're part of the Kamen Rider Kid Corps. You open a branch here. You see something suspicious,
Here's your pigeon.
Tell us in Tokyo immediately. Yeah, here's your pigeon.
Like it's literally as simple as just, and it's kind of what they're presented as. It's literally like, hey kids, keep this pigeon. It's kind of archaic, but it's like this is our thing of just like, if you see something, say something. Shocker is dangerous and will harm you and your parents. So it's up to you to just keep us informed. Like,
Really sad amounts of children been orphaned by this organization at this point.
like
Yeah,
we
really.
may. I feel like you can easily make the child soldier joke, but it's like. I feel at this point, after 70 episodes of this shit, the kids really can't like just be sitting down about Shocker. Like the kids gotta do something, even if it's just yelling. Yelling to Kamen Rider, right? Like, yeah, it's better than being kidnapped. Beats the hell out of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Shocker got no qualms about kidnapping and killing you. Like,
Yeah, no.
you need to defend yourself, or at least call someone to defend you. You're a vulnerable member of society.
Can you imagine if this monster has killed someone kid got to be a member of the Kid Corps?
Oh,
God, he is the
That shit
original,
would've
man.
ruled.
That
Yeah,
kid
he
is
was
the OG. He is the true leader, if not second command, ideally to Goro.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
because Goro's like the brain of the operation, but this monster kill people kid, he gets the word out. He gets
He's
he
on the
like puts
streets.
up flyers.
Flyers.
He's an artist. He just oh man, he's
He
working,
is.
and it's just
Good
like
drawing.
It was. Yeah, it was quality.
I wasn't drawing that good at like fucking 6 years old.
man, you're right. This
Same.
monster does kill people.
He's so true, bestie.
You're so
So
right.
true, bestie.
I have maybe a slightly further tangent, but it is something I wanted to ask about when we were
Sure.
watching the episode. So
Ask
sorry.
away.
We're gonna talk about Kamen Rider some more. I'm sorry.
Heavens, the Murgatroyd.
Anyways, B.
Yes.
This is you. You watched V3, right?
a certain amount of it.
I know you mentioned, because this is not the first appearance of the Kamen Rider Kid Corps in Kamen Rider as a series.
In V3, no, it seems to be originating here, but in V3 the Kamen Rider Corps is well established from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I guess I wasn't sure if that was, because I know V3 was going. Isn't a chunk of it going in tandem with Ichigo?
Not in tandem. It is
No?
kind of a direct sequel.
Okay,
Yeah.
then my
V3
wires
is
got
after
entirely crossed.
Ichigo.
I for some
Apologies.
reason thought it was I even before the Kid Core thing, for some reason I thought V3 just kind of at some point started while Kamen Rider Ichigo was still going. I don't know why.
I don't think that's ever happened, actually.
Given what I've heard of V3, it would make sense. Like,
I don't personally think it would.
No, well,
just given what happens in like the first few episodes.
Beyond that,
that would really
one
throw
thing,
a wrench.
Like everything else, I'm just like, you've mentioned like, oh, these characters return for some reason. It's like, oh, that's because it's not a direct sequel. It's just happening side by side. That would make sense.
like Dr. Death.
Yeah.
I know he's in V3.
Dr. Death, yes, he does make an appearance in V3. Shocker is referenced in V3, but more so as like a remnant of the past, and it's like, oh god, Shocker's back! And everyone's like, this is kind of a big deal, what a surprise, why are they here? I don't know.
Man, the mooks in V3 have an aesthetic.
Not to spoil it too much, but there is an episode which has the plot thread is essentially that Shocker, Kaijin are being revived for that episode. They are. I recognized most of them at the time I saw that episode. I'm not sure if I went back I would recognize them all again at this point, or if some of them are from later in Ichigo. But anyway, that was pretty cool. It was a fun callback. Reusing old assets as well, I'm sure was very nice for the production team. But yeah, sorry, that was a slight tangent. In any case, V3 is definitively a direct sequel to Ichigo, and the Rider Squad is well established at that point. They are playing a very much the same role of being the eyes and ears of Kamen Rider. They are the ones who report virtually everything to Kamen Rider. That's how he gets his intel, and learns what to investigate.
Okay. All right. Well.
But I guess the only difference thus far seems to be, one, no pigeons. Two,
Darn.
Two, they don't seem to be gathered together quite so much. It's more so like a thing you sign into, and you've just basically like taken an oath to assist when and where possible. So it's just kids living their daily lives for the most part. Though they do have a couple weird episodes where they're like training the boys.
Gotta stay sharp.
So, yeah, really cranking up the child soldiery a little bit. But it's got the aesthetics of a summer camp, if that makes you feel better.
It's almost worse.
Actively worse, actually.
Yeah.
But at least in the notion that they're just kind of like, taking an oath for the most part, is definitely in line with what Fats was proposing too. So that's they got it in their heads a little bit.
Really reminds me of what I've heard of like old radio shows aimed at children from like the 60s, where they're all like kind of in a way like actively participating in it through some organization thread in the canon of whatever narrative they got going on. And I would not be surprised remotely if this was like their next big marketable thing.
Oh, for
you
sure.
too can be a member of the Kamen Rider Corps. You buy the medallion and like you can like yeah, it would be great.
It's so open.
Send your letters to P.O. Box. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you send 25 cents to this P.O. Box with a stamped letter, and you get a official Kamen Rider Kid Corps card back that you can sign your name on.
Yeah, your little ID card.
Yeah.
Yep, and like a decoder ring.
If
Sure
you-
to drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta send in like 1,000 box tops to get the medallion though.
Exactly.
That shit ain't free.
It's so not.
Yeah, the Kamen Rider Kid Core. V3 definitely seems really interesting, and was that one of the ones that were kind of like entertaining the notion of watching one day.
I don't know.
So I guess so. I don't know.
think it was
Some point.
on like the immediately next list. I'm
For sure.
personally entertaining the notion of watching all of them.
It's not on the immediately next list. I know because we have that pinned. But yeah, no, it's one of those things that definitely especially the more like trickles of information of the limited amount that P has watched coming in. I am intrigued by it for sure.
Honestly,
It is wild.
I'm very tempted to just watch V3.
I'm definitely gonna wait till after. I'm basically waiting until after Ichigo for any other further Kamen Riders. Like I
That's
don't.
fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I personally am just trying not to cross my wires at this point.
That makes sense.
But outside of some obvious exceptions like Power Rangers, I only for the good shit.
Yeah, only for
Oh,
the
Needs to be
quality.
a, quality and well-written narrative.
Fucking snuff film.
Jesus, yeah.
Hey, speaking of people dying,
Jesus.
Yeah, speaking of
let's
people
get
dying,
back to the plot, I guess.
let's get, yeah. Alright, so
Or
Hango and Taki, they go out to investigate this apartment complex. They notice the apartments are abandoned, so Hango goes into Tatsuo's home and sees him passed out with his father. Meanwhile, outside, Taki sees the controlled nurse lying on the ground. He goes to help her, but she attacks him, along with Chakramuks. Hango goes to help, hearing his name called, but is attacked by Lauskules. This scene is cool.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
make the walls bleed. Just 'cause we
oh
can.
yes, yes.
It's so good.
God,
It's
there's just like a
very dope.
picture on the wall and it starts bleeding for no reason.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then Lauskules just like fades into the scene, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Are we to interpret this as like, because this is the second time there has just been blood and now he's here teleporting. Are we to
Yeah, maybe he
interpret
teleports
this
with
as
blood.
some kind of blood teleportation?
I'm not sure, but that's a really good idea. If not,
It's,
Like,
yeah,
that's probably giving them way too much credit, and they probably were just doing like, hey, this sounds cool. But like, it's wild. Also, this apartment got the beads in the doorway,
Yeah.
which is delightful.
Yes.
Which looks so natural with Hongo and his titties out, like
Mhm.
4 buttons unbuttoned with
4
a gold
buttons
chain.
down, gold chain,
Yeah,
belt with the fringe.
he looked at home.
Yeah, that was absolutely his shagadelic pad.
Also, we get this like 2-way fight, or this like dual fight scene
yeah.
coming up, which is a lot of fun. I remember now that Taki has his fucking Japan Action Club spot.
Yeah,
He's not wearing the merch today. But he's on the third floor, and he gets suckered in by the nurse pretending to be dead on the ground floor. And so he runs down to the second and then vaults the balcony.
Same, bro.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, you gotta get the lady.
I would have fallen for that trick so hard too.
True.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we have human empathy. I think we all would have fallen for the trick of like, oh my god, she's hurt. I better go help her. I better jump off the second
Which-
balcony.
I don't know.
This is
Who
urgent.
here is built different?
I don't know if this is just like a specific thing that I noticed, but something else in that scene is that Taki was like weirdly shiny.
Yeah, it seemed warm. Hongo
Was-
was weirdly shiny too.
Okay.
I think they were sweating.
Okay, like
Yeah, you spritzed him up and make him look good and sweaty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taki's
was-
arms
yeah,
were
it was
glistening.
noticeable for me, and I don't know if I was just losing my mind or what.
No, yeah, I super noticed as well. I was like, damn, it must have been hot.
I love
It's almost always summer when they're filming somehow.
Yeah.
it's
Seems like
cicadas
it.
chirping all year, baby.
Oh, just a tiny note, sorry, during this scene when Taki is accosted by the nurse who ambushes him. She has this moment where she looks directly into the camera.
Fucking eyebrow wiggle.
It was like straight up, she's looking, smiling. Mm-hmm.
You know what happens next. Wow.
Taki's skin too tough though. She goes for the bite immediately, and he's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Ow! Whoa! Stop it!
Stop it!
Also,
she's too thirsty though, and he's like, "Girl, I'm gay."
Yeah, please.
She's trying to suck him dry, and he's like, "No."
Ooh.
Also, in this fight scene,
Yeah.
we get a little something for the gays as Hongo is wearing all like white, and through this fight scene, you can see him really rough up and dirty that shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
It's good.
Yeah, we get
Real Bruce Willis and Die Hard energy.
we get the kind of briefly dual fight scene of Taki fighting outside while Hongo is fighting Lauskules indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Taki outside is beset by mooks who just fade in.
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Hey, what's up?"
Got that
before getting into their
camouflage.
fight position. Just standing there.
Oh, Mooks, what's cracking?
Yeah.
This is not the introduction of the Flip Mooks. The Flip Mooks are later in this episode, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe so too. There's a few of them.
Yeah.
We get. Oh man, I forgot about this spot of. I'm actually kind of rewatching just to refresh my memory
Smart.
because full shoot we took a couple days between episode watching and recording.
I needed to get my entertainer energy back. I'm sorry.
No, I also did. But
Yeah,
like,
our
that's
carrier
fair.
pigeons had not arrived, so it wasn't.
but boy, when we started recording, like I was looking at my notes, and a lot of this has been like, you need to say something because my memory has forgotten every detail of this episode.
No, that's incredibly valid.
What's a common writer?
What's a rider?
What's a writer? There's a really cool spot in this where he's attacking with his needle and he's puncturing the drywall.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
like that's a really good effect. Just
It's cool.
It was dope.
because like we've seen the needle be used at the very beginning of the episode as like this tool to, brainwash, and now it's
Mhm.
being used as a weapon, and a weapon able to just rip through buildings. That's just
It's like serious.
so good.
Serious business.
It helps you forget that it literally flops whenever he moves his arm,
Yeah.
like a rubber hose.
It's it's just the effect is
Yeah, don't worry. It's just moving
it
it real
works.
fast. It's like when you take
Yeah.
a pencil and like shake your hand while wobbling it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, the pencil's bending.
Oh.
I'm a magician. We all did that in elementary school, right? Like 100% of
Yeah,
us.
no,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah. I got really
I don't
good
think
at
I
it.
did. I
Did you
feel
know
like I'm
people who
missing
did
out.
at least?
No, we were really into marker stacking and fighting with them.
That's
though.
Yeah,
fair
the
because that shit
lightsaber.
rules. Yeah.
What about paper rip Foley?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I love Paper Rip Foley.
It's really good.
This is actually a fun way they end this fight too, because it's kind of a standard fare of mooks and nurse attacking. She's got tiger style. She's got the claw,
Yeah.
trying to suck some blood. But Taki's getting fucked up, and we had this in another episode. I think I noted it of just like, oh yeah, shit, Taki's getting fucked up, so we have to retreat. So for once, it's like actually relevant
it
that this
actually
fight
makes sense
stops.
that yeah.
Yeah, we gotta take care of our homies, like, because we're the good guys. I love this ending scene. I didn't notice this the first time, but now I'm rewatching it over and over because Los Achilles goes, "Curse you, Ryder," and then does a little like yoga thing, and then bends down, and then disappears. And his shadow's still in frame on the right, and is walking off.
I didn't notice the shadow. That's so good.
His shadow got away from him.
Yeah, really.
It's the freaking smoke bomb meme.
It is like, yeah, they could have just cut with nobody in frame, but it literally looks like they cut 2 seconds after he walked away, and the angle of the sun just kept him.
God,
incredible. Incredible
Shadow's
stuff.
going to fucking catering.
Yeah. Oh, man.
God, that's very good. Okay, that leads us further on into the synopsis. So let me find our place, and because I like this new format where every now and again we get to just skip a chunk of synopsis. Okay, here we go.
Every once in a while, it's just not necessary.
Yeah. So yeah, during the fight, Hongo is able to rescue Taki and take him back to the Corp headquarters. The Kids Corps head out by bike to look for the Shocker blood donation van, is what I called it.
It
is
understandable.
No, it's I just checked. They call it that in the episode.
Shit. Okay.
It's just a fucking Red Cross.
That's amazing. The kids are able to locate it but cannot keep up, but Kamen Rider soon arrives, and they point him in the van's direction. Hongo sneaks onto the roof of the van and breaks into the Shocker base. He locates the antidote for Lascules' hypnosis, but is attacked by Lascules. Hongo faces off against Shocker, securing the antidote and defeating Lascules.
Oh wow, that just covered...
Yeah.
Covered it all.
Takes us right to the end. So this is the part where we find out we have a fucking kid army.
Yes, that
Unleash the children.
This is definitely the part where I noted that, because they all roll up on their bikes and just start moving.
Kamen Rider Kid Corps, roll out.
For real. It's also, we finally get the Rider Fly. We finally get the wings. We tested it episodes ago. I don't remember how many, but they've been holding on to it. To which he flew over the van and on a hill that was directly in front of the van. Don't worry about it. They don't see him.
Yeah.
They're watching the road like good drivers.
Exactly. Can't get into an accident now. We've got all this precious blood cargo. It's
so funny, the peripheral vision of these people, because he jumps all the way onto it, something that would have made a lot of noise. Mm-hmm. He's not even lying all that flat. He gets lower as they get close to the base, but anybody a mile away would just see him. This is also the episode featuring the world's most important Shocker scientist.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this
He is
scientist.
so crucial.
Incredibly crucial.
We have to protect this man.
He should have been just a cyborg himself, honestly.
Probably.
I'm surprised he wasn't. I'm surprised they didn't just set him up as the villain. Because he's so important. He's just, because the villain, because Lascules has to run interference for this guy. He is just a normal fucking dude.
Yep.
But he has the secret to the antidote. But he's very aware of Shocker law and refuses to talk.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to see that we're treating Shocker law like it's a thing now. 74 episodes in.
We're doing a lot.
I mean, it always has been.
We've been doing better.
He's just the first guy to actually acknowledge the consequences and say, "Huh, maybe I shouldn't."
Yeah, I'm just not going to talk.
It's actually very easy not to talk. It turns out Kamen Rider doesn't torture you too bad. He just kind of puts you in a headlock and noogies you. It's not that bad, guys.
Yeah, come on.
He's got the best, like, I know I'm gonna do pro wrestling a little here, but he's got the best like playing to Rosie kind of selling of the situation. He's just like Kamen Rider's looking for the antidote, and he's just like, oh shit, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. He like shoves Kamen Rider to the side, grabs the antidote, holds it up for like 3 seconds, and goes, yes, and then runs.
Yeah. Making that shit readable.
There's some Lascelles shows off some acid attacks.
Yeah.
Or spitting blood. I don't fucking know. He does something. He does some more blood teleportation.
Something.
Yeah. He's got some silly string. So they give him the old silly string, and it melts the wall, and that it stays consistent on the set. They actually paint a burn onto it. It's good stuff.
I'm not sure actually how they did that practical effect of burning the wall, because you can see it kind of recede into the wall and like through the void, and it's really cool. Just actually,
I mean, yeah, they just it's a cutaway to some probably melting styrofoam. Like the on-set
but it's like,
consistency is impressive, but it's like very much just spray paint on the wall.
I mean, that one is definitely spray paint,
but I appreciate it. They thought ahead. Which is they haven't for 70 episodes.
Yeah.
Remnants of an action existing. It's a crazy concept.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
Yeah, this is backflip Mook though.
Yeah, this is backflip Mook, yeah. Yes, that's right, because his fucking spot. He does this fucking Royal Rumble spot.
He comes in. It's kind of a wide shot.
Yeah.
And because the scientist Mook is like running from the background to the foreground because he's just getting the fuck out of there. He has to leave. But from the foreground comes a Mook who backflips all the way up to Kamen Rider and eats a kick immediately.
Bails immediately.
He did his best.
He was doing so much.
I respect him.
Oh my god.
You should.
I love the energy that he
Yeah.
brought.
It's true.
No, I mean, I respect his effort.
Yeah.
His gumption.
His gumption.
And that gumption is rewarded because him and his brother, Nick Shocker, come back in the next episode.
It's true. The fucking Shocker Brothers.
Yeah, the Shocker Brothers.
I vow to maintain that these are just two brothers in Shocker. They have yet to properly die on screen.
Yep.
Spoilers.
Hell yeah.
And I am just going to choose that they're just a pair of circus entertainer brothers who have joined the fascist group or got enlisted. This is my headcanon, and I hope they keep appearing.
Same.
Just to do some backflips and then get kicked.
Just to do some flips and shit. Flippy a dippy.
But yeah, the most important scientist in the fucking world really does his best to run, but Kamen Rider has Jason Voorhees powers where he can just appear in front of you.
Yeah, he sure does. I'm not gonna lie, if a serial killer was chasing me and they were wearing a Kamen Rider mask, I think I'd be way more scared than if they were just wearing the regular Jason mask. That shit's fucking scary, dog.
Especially if it glowed.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the bug version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or even that.
I can't relate to any part of this conversation.
I'm sorry, B.
Yeah, no, I feel like this just enhances your initial feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, that's fair.
I feel like I understood why this scientist was such a vital spot once he got killed. Because this man is a Shocker scientist complete with white mask.
Mm-hmm.
He is that design, and I still think it's a very fun design. I'm glad they have a differentiated scientist look.
Same.
They really acknowledge this guy's white head to toe. Let's spray him with red ink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets taken down, and Kamen Rider dodges some silly string, and that dude just gets coated and presumably melted. They didn't actually paint it.
Foamed
They didn't
up like
cut away for that one.
God, there's a mook from, I think it was one of the episodes in the last recording that like the same thing happens to, but I forget who it was.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
Crab episode.
Yeah, he gets covered in the foam.
Yeah, absolutely
man.
lost in the foam.
Yeah.
The mook in the forest.
Oh man. It's speaking of the last set of episodes, we get a very similar death with some extra features.
Yeah.
First off, we get the Rider dropkick, one of the most unimpressive
One of the most non-dropkick dropkicks.
Oh. real genuinely kind of lame unless you interpret it as him doing a Smash Brothers meteor.
Yeah. Like, if you interpret it as like a Ganon stomp, then it's super dope. But
yeah, right?
if you interpret it as what a dropkick is supposed to be, it is the S's for Sex Dragon.
It is not a kick, even.
It's not.
Barely, yeah. He kind of touches him.
With his
no, he
hands.
doesn't even. Yeah, he just.
Yeah.
I just looked at it.
Right.
It just needed to reconfirm what this looked like. Yeah, no, he just kind of moves past him and grazes him with his hands.
It's really weird. Hopefully they'll figure out the Rider dropkick.
What's the dog's name from Rugrats? Spike.
Wow.
Sends him straight to hell.
Yeah, he really does.
These
really
polls today. Oh my God.
We do get a moment of like the Fiddler Crab. He just starts ejecting all of his fluid onto himself.
Yeah.
And bursts and his pile of goo bursts into flames, which was still rad, actually. I still think that's really cool and horrible.
I'm very happy I got to put down the note. I've never watched the kaijin go to hell before.
Yeah, and then we get POV shot. You get sent to hell by Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
As the entire screen gets engulfed with flames.
You think that scared any kids back in the day? Like, probably.
I hope
so. For sure. I hope.
If you are bad, this will happen to you.
Yeah, Kamen Rider's
will
gonna
kick
come
you.
to your house, and he's gonna down air you, and he's gonna send you to hell.
God.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're just giving it the incentive.
And all the kids at home are voiced by the Kamen Rider Kids Corps, who say, "We solemnly swear to continue our service."
Yeah.
I mean,
God
do their
bless
little
Kamen Rider.
little thing.
Oh yeah, they got a little symbol.
Yeah, their little salute.
Yeah.
Smell my finger.
Like, yeah.
If you stay in the Kamen Rider Kid Corps long enough, they teach you the shocker.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's like a fist towards yourself, and then two fingers pointed up towards the camera. Is how I describe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
There's a flick of the wrist.
It's two firm motions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Team Venture.
Go Team Venture.
It's just the thing they do.
You know, look, coming up with a salute that hasn't already been done is hard. Sometimes you just gotta pick something.
The 70s, they hadn't invented a lot of it.
Fair.
They could have stolen Too Sweet from history. That's all I'm saying.
Could you have imagined if Too Sweet was a goddamn Kamen Rider reference? As if Kenny Omega wasn't enough
sense. Of a nerd. Fucking Bullet Club, they're Japanese made.
Yeah, true.
It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if the fucking DAPs came from fucking Kamen Rider of all things. The DNA is so shared anyways.
Yeah, true. Looks at Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yeah. Dudes literally just became fucking writers for their gimmicks.
He was like, fuck subtlety. What if I just was Kamen Rider? And they said, well, you can't be Kamen Rider because that's copyrighted.
Oh, look at me, I have a tiger mask. No, fuck that. I'm looking like a sentai.
Yeah. God bless you.
Tokusatsu my ass head to toe.
What a guy. That is our episode. I was gonna ask because I know there was people were still talking about stuff. I had a note about it, but I don't know if anyone else noticed. The Ambassador of Hell, he does the Jikai again.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that.
I'm glad we're still doing this gimmick.
I'm
It's
Ambassador
fun.
Hell,
I
and
like
I'm
it.
still out there.
Yeah. All right, so Lost Achilles didn't work out, but this next monster though, yeah, fuck Kamen Rider up.
I am rewatching the Jikai, and in retrospect, it's very funny because the first thing you hear is a scream.
Oh yeah.
God.
Did you hear that scream?
How could I
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. Heard it in the different area codes, my man.
Oh gosh. And soon you too will be able to hear this scream from another area code. But before we subject your ears to
As we
that,
all do it.
yeah. Before we subject your ears to that, we're gonna take ourselves a quick little sojourn to the ad zone. Well, join us, won't you? You don't have a choice. You're coming off. You are going to the ads.
No! No!
We hope you've been enjoying the show so far. If you want to see more from us, check out the Twitter at FirstRidePod. You can also check out the SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/first-time-rider. You can also follow us individually on Twitter. KingFats is at KingFats95 with the same Twitch. I, the Magical Whale Gopher, am at Whale Gopher on Twitter and twitch.tv/The Magical Whale Gopher. Action Shakespeare can be found on Twitter at That Gal in the Hat and on her Twitch, Action Shakespeare. That's ACTN Shakespeare. B-Drops can be found at B-Drops Art on Twitter, and on Twitch they can be found twitch.tv/B-Drops. Additionally, if you still want more, you can check out Tales of Harbor. It is a tabletop role-playing game featuring B-Drops and Action Shakespeare, along with our editor, Wordsy. You can find them over on Twitter at Harbor Tales. And you may also use the hashtag to promote the show with a chance to get your name used in it. Lastly, we have a Patreon up, and any support is fantastic, and if you donate at the $5 tier or higher, you will get a shout out, and that includes lovely people like Public Opinion, RP, and Deadode. Additionally, you can find stickers and note synopses of the episodes and our individual thoughts, and it is a silly time to read through all of that and try to parse together some of our thought processes through the episodes. Honestly, a good time. Without further ado, please enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh no, the discourse. It's making its way into the podcast, our completely unproblematic podcast that has never had anything remotely controversial.
Yeah, we
said
sure
in
didn't
it.
say
No,
something
because we
before the
edited
break.
it out.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Anyways.
Huh?
What did we say during the break?
I said before the break. Anyways.
Yeah, what did we... I have already...
Nothing if it got
Any
edited
case.
out.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It's stupid.
Let's slam that jam on the next episode.
It stands
shall
for
we?
anime. Know your roots. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, know your roots.
I'm sorry, words.
Children.
Oh.
Yeah, let's this be a 3-hour episode. Let's get on with it.
Yeah.
It being episode 75, the poison flower monster Baranga, secret of the Doom House.
Doom House.
The Doom House.
Doom House.
My name is Takeshi Honka.
And ever since I murdered Hayato's boyfriend.
No, you're doing mood
really
house.
depressed.
All right.
Yes, the Kamen Rider episode 75, original air date September 2nd, 1972, goes a little something like this.
Hit it?
Hit it. The episode opens with Taki
Wretched
in his
Taki.
Bumblebee fit. Yeah, Wretched Taki.
Wretched. Disgusting. How I loathe him. Oh, blast those confound that Taki. He drives me to drink.
Darn those Rider Corps! I hate Hongo! I hate Tachibana! And I hate Taki!
Con found
Them! Telegram for Kamen Rider Kids Corps. Help! Oh, you 25 cents like. Oh, fuck. Brief sojourn from the podcast proper to say,
Yeah, for
hey,
sure.
if you haven't watched The Dover Boys of Pimento U, go watch it. It's the funniest goddamn cartoon ever.
Just go to YouTube.
Just go to YouTube. It's on there. A bunch of people even reanimated it. You can watch
It's a
it
really
twice.
good reanimate.
Very good.
It's a really good reanimate.
Shoutouts to
God,
reanimation
what
projects.
Yeah,
Honestly.
those things are
I think that's one of the
insanely cool.
coolest trends of like modern
Honestly.
internet.
And there have been some fucking ambitious ones. Did y'all see the Shrek one?
Yes.
No.
Have you seen
Yes.
the SpongeBob movie one?
Yes.
That
I haven't
one's
seen the SpongeBob
No.
That one's
movie
insane
one. I've
because-
seen, like a SpongeBob
no.
episode
Because
one,
they
but
fully-
not the whole movie.
so it's SpongeBob movie rehydrated.
Yeah.
And they, I think, to just fully avoid legal shit, they also fully voiced it themselves.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And like, it took me a bit.
Yeah,
To
no, it's
realize
good
that, like,
impressions.
Yeah, the person who does SpongeBob with that is just real good at that impression.
That's super impressive. I'll have to check that one out.
They still got taken down for like a
$7,000.
minute.
I remember
$7,000
seeing
on the Patreon. We'll do a rehydrated episode.
No.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Can't just say
That's why
shit.
I said $7,000. This is not going to happen.
You don't
No.
know that is the thing.
If it does, I'll eat my words.
We'll eat your words.
We
is the
need to
problem,
edit.
motherfuckers.
We need him to edit. Stop eating him.
Fine, I'll eat my sentences.
He is gaming.
He's gaming.
Yo, he gaming.
Um,
Words gaming.
anyways, sorry, wretched
Fuck.
Taki.
Wow, this one got away from us quick. Yes. Bumblebee Fit Taki.
Yes, in the yellow
is
and black
following up on a
plaid.
Yeah, looking like a Max Gentleman sexy business character
Little
in the
bit.
spring outfit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh.
I was just playing that.
I love that collection.
Those are good. Those are good ones.
It's
Makes me
friggin'
sad
fall.
that not
Very good.
everyone has like a winter outfit.
Mm.
Or no, everyone has a winter outfit, but not everyone has like an autumn outfit.
Yeah. Hey, we're missing a season.
We're missing 2 seasons technically, because also not everyone has a summer outfit.
Gonna need like a fourth DLC.
Yeah,
Summer's got lots of outfits, but
get on,
Yeah.
get on it, B. Summer does have a lot of outfits.
I only recently noticed that her ability is called On the Nose.
Yeah, very good
It's
name.
Pretty funny. Anyways, sorry, Max. That's a video game.
Go play it.
Yeah,
B
you
worked
should.
on it. Go play it.
Yeah.
Support
I-
B.
oh well, it doesn't actually give me money, but it would make me happy
What
if
the
you'd
fuck?
That-
What do you
check
mean
it out.
it doesn't
if
give
you'd
you
like
money?
to. I was paid commission to draw all
Yeah,
of them.
buying the
Okay,
game
I
now
don't
just-
make a
that's fair, that makes
percentage. But please do support
Yeah,
the
it's a
game.
great game.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It's a very
B
good
did
game.
fucking outstanding work on it.
Honestly.
Like, truly cannot fathom how good the work is. So go earn those awesome B drops costumes, which I have.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
I'm happy folks like them. Kamen Rider.
yeah, Kamen Rider for the 5th time. The episode opens with Taki following up on a call from the Kids Corps. Unbeknownst to him, Shocker let themselves be seen by the kids and... Oh, yeah, okay.
Shocker already wise to the kids.
Yeah, Shocker already was the Kids
I
Corps.
forgot about that.
Unbeknownst to him,
They learn.
Yeah.
Shocker let themselves be seen by the kids and the lead is a trap.
This is
Taki is attacked by Shocker and kidnapped.
really one of the fastest instances of main character to Shocker fight we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Refreshing.
It is. Yeah, it's
A
kind
little
of
bit.
interesting.
Speaking of refreshing, Taki's outfit.
Yeah.
Mhm. Light and aerial
Sorry, not to
is
cut
pretty
you
good.
off. You were saying.
No, this is good. The main thing I retained from my notes is that we are immediately beset by the Shocker brothers.
Yeah, the Shocker
We
brothers.
start backflipping into
I
frame.
love them. From like
Yeah.
across the meadow.
Yes. It's a beautiful open green field, and they're just backflipping towards the camera.
My note on that was we just do flip mooks now.
Those,
That's what we have.
these guys really are the beautiful tandem offense. Like
Yeah.
they're doing monkey flips. They're basing for each other to then launch the other guy at Taki.
Oh yeah,
It's-
it's good.
They're doing all kinds of circus acts.
It's the reason why my other note was fucking Shocker Bros are gonna invite you to a Shocker Kick party.
Yeah, for real. They're ready to win the belts.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can't wait for them to hit a fucking indie taker on Taki.
I mean, they're not gonna have much of an opportunity because Taki just dies.
Yeah, he just gets killed
little bit.
instantly.
Yeah. No, he's
Yeah, spoiler alert.
well. It's not much of a spoiler.
for
He
the rest of
dies
the
like
episode.
3 minutes in.
Yeah, he's gone.
I mean, he's probably gone for the rest of
Forever.
this series.
It's true.
Yeah, he's dead. What are they
Yeah.
going to do?
In a
It's not like
series,
they've ever brought people back from the dead in the show before.
Absolutely not.
Not permanently.
Of course not.
He just comes
Well-
back one last time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
In the sky.
Like
Yeah.
Mufasa.
Where's my wife?
Your
I
what?
thought she'd be
Oh,
here. I just
yeah.
figured she's dead.
I mean,
She like comes rolling up in the field. I'm still alive, you dick.
She just left me at
Oh.
home.
You need to keep better communications with your lady.
Yeah, really. Especially because isn't
Oh,
that supposed
what's
to
her
be
name?
like his coworker?
Yes.
FBI Iris too.
Did she
Wait,
have a name?
Was she, or was that just the... I don't
Not
know.
that I
I'm
remember.
pretty
Okay,
probably
no,
not.
Taki's wife, I don't think was FBI. Because I think
No.
you're...
No, that was not FBI.
Yeah,
Iris. That is a Kamen Rider Spirits thing.
Okay,
though.
yes, that's it. It's in Spirits where she's FBI.
Oh,
along with
okay.
him.
Okay, that makes
which
sense.
makes
Which immediately perfectly writes off the fact that she never
That
comes
she's,
Absolutely.
that
back.
she's just McFucking gone.
That she's not his real wife. She's his fucking beard.
Yep.
Happy Pride.
Happy bread.
Happy Pride.
But yeah, Taki immediately getting hit with the thorns that just go through his fucking hands.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
really grisly to think about, actually.
Yeah. like
God, yeah, ow.
It's fun.
Yeah, no.
yeah, you would say that.
I'm,
It's-
Look, be like what you like. Leave him alone.
Look, I'm not judging.
It's just very
Fair
in
enough.
character.
Yeah.
I love this spot too.
I've become predictable.
Detroit become predictable. I love
Yeah, it sure
I hate
was.
it here.
you should. Okay, he gets the thorn hands, and he's like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
these things smell." Which I guess he's getting delirious from the poison.
Yeah.
And the Rose just dispatches him. Just the most like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just backhands him.
Yeah, just a stiff right arm.
Yeah. As this kind of becoming a trend with the early Shocker showing up, do we want to just talk about what the Rose looks like?
Yes, let's talk about
She
Barani.
is just kind of instantly on frame.
Yeah.
It's
And she does make her noise pretty instantly as well. It is literally my first note for the episode.
Is it really?
Yes.
I didn't end up noting it until much later, just because, like, at that point we were on, like, number 6.
I noted it
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yes, same.
I felt it was just worth calling every once in a while.
I
That's
believe
fair. So, yeah, let's talk about this Baranga suit. This one is also really good. I don't know if I necessarily like it quite as much as Lauskuli's, just because Lauskuli's is more wretched to look at and thus better. But this is still a quality suit.
Big flower head.
Yeah, I
Big
think
old flower head.
the flower head saves it because, like, it's a fine suit. You know, it works pretty well. But there's not a lot of intricacy within the actual suit itself until you get to that rose head, which is stellar, honestly.
Mm.
Yeah, the main focus of the suit is, like, the vines with the thorns on them, for sure.
Especially because, like, I don't assume that this is actually how, like, I don't assume this is aligning with the suit actor's eyes, but the first time we're introduced with the suit, we see that rose more or less head on.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, it immediately puts the painting that, like, this isn't really even a head. It's just straight up a flower.
Yeah, they just
And
literally have a
that's-
rose for a head. I can
And,
kind of
like,
see
that's
where the gap
real
would be,
good.
but it's very well hidden.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like there's multiple places that could be gaps, but it's more they're working with the form a lot more as of recent episodes, and that's just so good to see. It's so fun.
The thorns coiling around their whole body are also just
yeah.
it's an awesome use of it. It, like, is going from their head, wrapping around their torso, wrapping down one leg, and then wrapping up one arm in this kind of, like, just diagonal line along their body.
Mhm.
And they have 2 big ass thorny leaves as shoulder pads, which is just a perfect cherry on top. Just
Chef's
it
kiss.
ties it all together for real. Like,
Oh, yeah,
It's elegant
absolutely.
in its simplicity in a way.
Mm-hmm.
this is an all timer.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
As if,
Fats
as
was
if
saying,
she wasn't giving us enough of an impression.
yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. I must say, you will probably start getting an impression of this as we go further into the discussion in this episode, but there is a clear divide of 2 teams in regards to how we viewed the particular kaiji.
I have no idea what you were talking about.
I feel like you and I were in a pretty similar boat, whereas Shakes and Gopher were
I guess
very strongly in the other.
with the hindsight, I can say I'm probably also in the Shakes Gopher boat, but at the time, like, partially jokingly and partially legitimately, there was some annoyance.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I can see this kaiju, or this monster being, like, the worst of
She
the
got
worst if you had, like, a minor headache.
Oh, yeah.
God.
No, it is.
Holy shit, yeah.
I don't think we can emphasize enough to anybody who hasn't heard it how much this is just someone yelling. This is just
Yeah.
a shrill
Screaming.
like, it's just
Like-
that sustained for like 3
You know,
seconds at a time.
You
This
know
bitch is yelling.
It's me yelling.
The cowboy meme.
Yeah.
God,
For
yeah,
real.
a little bit.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, are we gonna make that edit?
But, with no musicality.
Yeah.
No musicality whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
Very.
My first note for this whole episode reads, "Don't scream at me, I'm sorry."
It is only just now occurring to me that it's very reminiscent of it is Wednesday My Dudes, but worse.
Yeah.
It just
It's like,
feels,
what if
Think
it is
Triller
Wednesday My Dudes sucked,
longer.
actually?
it there's something very weirdly real about it, and like
a little bit.
like so the thing is, we made note after a little bit, it is very clear that at some point this person was given the direction that they're doing the Ojo-sama laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she has, hand to the, hand face down right by her chin, just tilting their head back. Oh, like, she is completely doing the motion to do that. And then all we get is, ah!
Yeah.
Which is like, it's,
Man, what a mood.
and my mind races to think why this happened. Like, and I'm wondering, it's like, the thing I picture is like, did someone just like record a genuine scream and was like, fuck it, change of plans? Like, because it was kind of consistent, so I'm wondering if they just reused it.
That's a good question. Yeah.
It just reminds me of, not to sound mean, but certain people with certain mental disorders can be prone to have outbursts, like vocal outbursts. And I've certainly experienced that a good portion in my life, just of being surrounded people like that. And it reminded me, because it just felt like someone just letting loose.
Yeah.
And it's insane to me, like how big this scream is.
It's, yeah, truly I do not know if we can, especially in an attempt to not disturb our friends and neighbors, we cannot do this scream justice. This is one of those ones where you just got to go find this episode and experience it, or alternatively, much like Alchimedes' laugh, will put up like a compilation here in a bit of just every time this bitch screams at you.
Just,
Alright, I can do that.
that's me yelling.
Oh.
That's me yelling, yeah. Spends all day at Knott's Berry's farm.
Yeah, my ass too big to fit in the roller coaster. That's me yelling.
That's me yelling. Wordsley provides some notes about this voice, so
he did at the time.
Read that.
Yeah, which is wild to me.
Yeah, weird notes. So the voice actress who does this is Terue Nunami. He quotes her as being in Legend of the Galactic Heroes with multiple question marks, so I don't know if that was him being confused on.
I think mostly
surprised. The name of the show, or
because Legend of the Galactic Heroes is like big.
Yeah, does voice work in Legend of the Galactic Heroes and also Ranma 1/2. She cites her as often playing elderly women and grandmas. This time, Rose Evil Mother. Apparently, she liked to scream and got hired for it. Those are his exact words.
Even better than my theory. I completely forgot that he looked this up.
Mm-hmm. He looked into it a little bit.
She just wanted to let it rip.
She really, yeah, she's just feeling it. Yeah.
The only thing I know about Beyblade is one of the antagonists just looking the main character right in the eye and just, tell me, do you like cactuses? And
yes.
I love cactuses.
I think they're a cool plant.
It was fantastic.
I know a fair amount about Beyblade, but my favorite thing to know about Beyblade is that they allude to the fact that Moses parted the Red Sea with the Beyblade.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they did.
What a pull.
That's history.
Yeah, that's history.
That's an incredible amount of just, like, heresy for a one-off joke in an anime. And I can't say I don't enjoy it.
Fucking eat your heart out, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sacrilegious, man.
Truly.
I mean, is anyone sincerely going to... Okay, I shouldn't say that, but... It's amusing to many.
Yeah,
Listen.
the question of if anyone
I, for
is
one,
going-
am an enjoyer of sacrilege.
Yeah, sacrilege is my favorite.
Hey, I need to be. Yeah.
Although I'm sure there are many
I-
a white Christian mother that stopped purchasing Beyblade toys for her child when they saw
Listen.
that.
I hope Jewish kids popped. Like because that's the real history being told. This is Jewish liberation, and I hope some Jewish kids.
We totally have a say in that.
I mean, that's what the story of Moses is.
Yeah.
It is.
I say we as in us.
Anyways,
I was taught this story 17 years ago, so clearly I am still an authority. on
Clearly.
this.
let's Jews out of Egypt. It's the whole
It's
thing.
a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, I'm just saying. I hope some young Jewish kid got very into dreidels
Yeah.
as a result. I hope this became like a real big strong link for
I hope
them.
this led
and,
to a
and made them
gambling
very
addiction.
happy.
But the chops daily, baby.
Maybe a little further than I was going for.
Come on. Papa needs money for his
I
mitzvah.
just
But also, like, if I was still watching, or if I was watching Beyblade when I was still, like, very, very young, like, less than 5, when I was still practicing, like, I feel like that probably would have been, like, hell yeah, Beyblade.
Yeah. I can't believe Beyblades helped my best friend, Jesus.
Nope.
Nope.
That was Moses. No.
Look,
no, man. I'm sorry.
I heard we are at less than 5. We don't know the difference. What's a Moses?
You got a stick or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. There was a cool DreamWorks movie about it.
Yeah. Had good music. Everyone's like, oh my god, the music's so good. Go listen to the music. Prince of Egypt. Catch the fever.
Wait,
I am speaking of this is a complete tangent. Should
Fuck
cut
yeah.
out. But speaking of music and Prince of Egypt, I have a weird association in my brain with the song. I forgot who did this song. Kiss Me. You know, the Kiss
By
Me.
Sixpence None the Richer?
Sixpence None the Richer. With that movie, because the theater I saw it in was playing it before or after the movie, you know, well, when there wasn't a movie playing
Interesting.
on the radio station. And I don't know why that's so affixed in my memory that I was sitting in that theater listening to that song adjacent to that movie.
I am curious then, what is the effect on your brain whenever the Jerry Terry, what is it? Is it called Kiss Me Kill Me? The like horror cover that Jerry Terry did that
Yes.
he has in his playlist on Soup.
I forgot that exists. I don't think I've ever listened to that. I remember that
It's
being posted.
it's good and it's creepy
It's
as
fun.
one would expect.
That's funny.
eh.
That feels like a track that I would download on Kazaa and it would be labeled Weird Al.
True. I remember those days.
Every parody song's by Weird Al.
Yeah,
don't
you
know?
know it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kamen
Yeah,
right
Ramen
now, I'm
Kiter.
sorry. Ramen Kiter is here. Taki's
And
fucking
Taki's
dead.
dead.
Taki's
Yeah.
corpsing. But not like
Goodbye,
an actor.
Taki.
No, he's too professional for that.
Exactly.
I wonder if the Shocker brothers are JAC dudes.
Oh, probably.
I have one more specific
Listen.
poll here
Yeah.
with Taki's death.
Mm-hmm.
So like he stands up and then sort of like goes into that, like immediately goes into like the I'm dying. And so it just reminds me of like playing Dark Souls and I'm running through the like I don't know Blight Town and then die to like poison where it's just I'm running perfectly fine and just and it's got just the same energy here for like that half second before he gets the back end.
There There's an
It's
edit.
great.
Yeah.
I have one more note for
Please.
the scene
Sure.
for Taki, and it simply reads, "This is like the fourth
Yeah,
time Taki."
yeah.
He do be getting
Yeah.
kidnapped a lot.
Yeah, with increasing frequency
Yeah,
since
well,
his
that's how it
boyfriend
goes.
left.
Look.
I suppose I can understand.
wants him back. He only knows one way to get him. This whole sequence ends with the Writer Kids Corps trying to send a pigeon
Yep.
away.
Yeah.
And Bronca shoots it.
Yep.
And there was just this like brief couple of seconds where I was just really like thinking, is that pigeon just gonna explode midair, just like a fucking skeet shot? Like, but
Yeah, always getting nervous seeing
Yeah.
any animals in any media pre like
I was
1990.
like, are we gonna get actual footage of a pigeon just getting shot out of the fucking sky? No.
I feel like if we got that footage, there would have been a little bit more controversy.
We wouldn't have been talking about Beyblade as
Yeah,
much.
true that.
Yeah. No, there's.
Yeah, maybe might have been one of the banned episodes you don't get to watch on Shout Factory.
Ooh.
Some.
Oh man, imagine if there was like 20 episodes that just weren't on this list that we didn't know
Boy,
about.
I'd love that.
Oh,
It fills in all the plot holes, but they were also super racist.
No, you.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh no!
Now you're speaking the language.
How dare you?
God damn it.
No. No. We cannot.
Someone kicked a dog in one of them. We can't show this shit anymore.
Anymore.
Anyway.
You've watched the JoJo's, you know damn well.
I don't fucking watch
Oh,
JoJo's.
yeah,
Get
that's
away
right.
from me. Anyways, speaking of getting away, the pigeon
Yeah,
does.
the pigeon successfully makes it back to headquarters.
The
Thank
show
goodness.
takes actual measures to be like, oh no, the pigeon is cool. It got hit with something. Like, there's the implication that something happened to this pigeon, and I guess its note got hit, like laser targeted, mission status sick. Like they shot the note off the carrier
Yeah.
pigeon.
That's
And they're
that's
like,
the
oh, I
assumption.
sure hope it made it back okay.
And make it back okay, it does.
Yeah, cut to Writer Kid Corps headquarters.
Yeah, and Tachibana is like, hey, a pigeon, but it's got no note. And there's this weird thorn in its wing. Yeah, it smells kind of nice.
Right.
And then Tachibana's out.
Dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, this is a really weird episode because you're just killing all of the main cast.
Is this the part where Hongo
they're
comes in
getting
as well?
Pretty noteworthy.
Right after he gets knocked
Yeah,
out.
okay. Because I noticed that right after my Shocker Cake Party joke, I have a note that says Hongo hangover moments.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to assume it's at this bit.
I felt this in my soul,
Same.
though, I'll admit.
I don't know what it was about this because I'm rewatching it and he really does just kind of walk in normally. For some reason, I think we were all possessed with the notion that Honko's just stumbled in like fucking Kramer.
Yeah, a little bit.
It kind of felt like it a
his
little
hair's
bit.
like all unkempt.
yeah, I
he's
guess
just got
you're
this
right.
I think
red
it's the
face.
shirt.
Yeah, and the shirt too.
Yeah.
Half of his shirt is gone. Like he looks like he got up from a
He
nap
super
and
does.
accidentally.
He does look like he's gonna open up my fridge and then smell my milk and then do like a double take and put it back, you know?
Yeah. He's is just one of those days.
Oh, don't put it back. Unless you're going to make cheese, I suppose. You could certainly.
It's your fridge.
It's your fridge. You must be the one to dispose of your bad milk.
You could at least tell somebody.
You know, this man just came through your door and he smelled your milk, did a double take,
I'm
put
a
it
little-
back.
I'm a little concerned why he's in my house, but he's also Takeshi Hongo.
You
Look,
cannot
I
just
know
come
why
into
he's
my
in my
house
house, and I'm not
and
happy
then
about
smell
it,
my
but-
milk and then leave.
Well, he's gonna take your food too. I think he makes a sandwich in that same
Probably.
scene.
God, I can just see this in my mind's eye.
He knows, but he knows better not to steal Choco's food, so he's gotta make a sandwich.
Hey, can you make me a sandwich?
Okay.
Just slapping single slice cold cuts onto a piece of
Yeah,
white bread.
what sandwich are you making, Hongo?
What sandwich are you making, Hongo?
So there's 2 steaks for bread.
Jesus.
A double down. Got it.
Goodness.
Double that. That's a fucking
And
triple
then
down.
there's like raw beef, pork, some like
This
This
sandwich
is a
fucking
wild
insane.
sandwich.
Steaks
go.
and wild raw beef.
yeah.
Cooked beef and raw beef all in one.
You gotta
The
have
man of war manwich.
some like
Well,
entrails from his victims, you know.
Oh. Well, I'm sure
All the
it's
tasty stuff.
tasty.
Yeah.
The kind of shit
Yeah.
that you lower into an alligator.
Yeah, I was gonna
cage.
say, are you making a sandwich or a flesh monster?
He's gonna,
Yeah, it's Hongo.
yeah, he's just gonna roll, he's gonna death roll that fucking thing.
Yeah, you just drop it into
Put
the
up to the
tub
generator
and
and
Hongo
power
death
I'm
roll
sure
it.
this is. I'm sure this is doing great things for his transhumanism conflict.
Whatever.
No, he's given that up. He's learned that he is a machine built to kill fascists.
And he's gonna pretend the sticks fascists for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this a happy ending? This doesn't sound like a happy ending.
This
Go
does
for it.
not
Sounds
sound
like you've
like
kidnapped
a
a man and are
Relative.
trapped him in your bathroom.
I have the happy ending to this story.
What is it?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just
What is
it's
the
just
happy
diverting
ending?
from the meat thing. A little
Fair
bit.
enough.
Takeshi Hongo with a fucking tramp stamp that says this
Kills
machine kills
fascists.
fascists.
This is really good.
Whew.
Ooh.
Oof. This is oof. This is where you oof. Hongo was like, I feed, or Gopher was like,
Maybe.
I feed Hongo like a wild animal, and this is where you oof.
I'm saying that's how Hongo eats. Like,
That is a
that's
grown
just
ass
his
man.
daily
He knows how to
meal.
use
So mean.
utensils.
This is so mean to Hongo.
Why are you being so rude?
Look, he
To
knows
our
what he
savior.
likes. He's gonna eat what he wants.
Maybe he should just make himself a sandwich.
Now are
That's
you
a sandwich.
Are you oofing at the notion of saying this machine kills fascists, or are you just imagining his lower back?
I hate it here.
Answer the
It's
question.
probably.
I mean, I
it's
was-
probably a both.
I was mostly thinking about the
That's
tattoo, I'll be honest. Real Mario fall damage noise.
Mamma mia.
Fucking love that
It's
noise.
so good. Favorite noise.
Pain.
Yeah.
Speaking of pain,
Yes. Tachibana is
Yeah,
dead and
Tachibana
we're
is
very
corpse.
upset
Yeah,
about
that's why we needed to deflect
Yeah.
the jokes.
Rest in peace, Tachibana. You will be missed, but not forgotten.
yeah.
Where the hell even are we in the synopsis now?
Taki is
Hongo
it.
walked
Hongo
in.
passed out.
Oh yeah, I guess
Meanwhile,
Hongo does
yeah,
something.
Hongo does something. Meanwhile, Taki comes to in a strange house where a woman greets him and explains she found him on the side of the road. Taki tries to leave, but is stopped by the woman. Taki pretends to pass out again to investigate the
Here,
home.
smell this.
What was that, Shakes?
I said, here, smell this.
Yeah. Oh, this smells kind of nice. Smells like.
Poison. This is a fun. This is a fun bit because it's Taki acting moments where he gets to use his FBI training
Yeah.
of subterfuge.
FBI training my ass like he didn't fucking do theater all in high school.
That's
Yeah.
what he says his FBI training
Yeah.
is.
He doesn't work for the FBI at all.
It's all been a ruse.
He just knows some guys,
Don't you
and
get
they
it,
all
Hongo?
died.
I've been an actor all along, Hongo. I'm really committed to this
Oh.
role, Hongo.
Oh.
Does Hayato know about this?
huh?
No, and he'll never know.
Hayato cannot know about this.
Oh, Taki.
Cut to Hayato. I've known for a while.
Why do you think I went to Brazil?
So there's two things I'd like
Please.
to mention.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of cements seeing Hongo and seeing Taki and now seeing the woman in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is wearing white, like pretty much entirely. And I think that's a pretty interesting contrast because the suit, like the Shocker suit, is black and red, and I just find that cool. Like that's pretty neat.
It's a very stark contrast because they're at this mysterious mansion with this mysterious lady, and she handles just roses a bunch, just normal size ones, and it sticks out against her.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I don't know if we've seen that like element of thought put into the colors of a scene throughout throughout an episode even like that before. So I just was kind of like, oh, that's so neat.
Yeah,
it's so cool, even if it's a simple thing.
Yeah, it's still very neat just to see that it happens in general.
Secondly, I am a fan of this satin, like this silk outfit. It looks very comfortable.
It's very pretty too.
Yeah.
Very nice dress.
Also, for the second time in a row, we get Shocker vampire moments.
Yeah,
we do.
Apparently, Kaijin are all vampires now.
Like I said, they had to make replacements once the Ambassador once Dr. Death died.
Yeah, everybody got to be Dracula now.
Gotta meet your Dracul quota.
Yeah, we got a severe Dracula shortage. We gotta hit those metrics.
Yeah, you know, Dracula's huge with the kids right now. You seen that Morbius movie? It's doing numbers.
Oh no.
My favorite part was when Takeshi Hongo jumped onto the thing and said it's Morbin time. And then he started morbing on all the fucking Shocker mooks. Alright, we got it in.
We are officially topical.
I, like many others, have not seen Morbius.
Me either.
Me neither.
I saw it on Twitter, condensed into 30 seconds.
Amazing.
So I think that's...
Yeah, I've seen a little of those.
Yeah, where it's just like the full film, just sped up for 31 seconds.
That's very good.
I've seen one that's real time. That's just a real time GIF of the entire movie.
That's fucking great.
I love how Twitch did nothing for like the multitude of channels streaming it. Yeah.
That thing stayed up for like 48 hours.
It was real good.
Straight.
Oh, yeah.
They had nothing but Morbius.
and like it's I don't know if it's gonna be topical by the time this episode comes out, but damn was it funny to talk about Morbius last episode and have it still be relevant.
I cannot
right now.
believe we actually got him. I can't believe some dude at Sony was like, no. Release it again. They'll watch it this time. It's going
$85 a theater.
It's going cuckoo bananas on fucking Twitter. People can't get enough of Morbius. Please tell me you've seen that petition that's like, we were all busy that weekend, please re-release Morbius a third time?
I'm so sorry. We missed the memo. Please try again.
Upwards.
We're begging.
Like I know petitions like on that site like genuinely don't really matter because it's just a bunch of people signing things, but I do love how it's like upwards of 15,000 at this point.
For me, it's just
15,000 people are gonna go see Morbius.
You'll definitely make your money back.
That's 15 people per theater.
Yeah, you could get
$100 per theater. That's an increase.
That you just keep, and that means you just keep showing Morbius, and you'll get $20 more each time. Eventually, they'll make.
Yeah, you have to. You just gotta. It's a battle of attrition. You just gotta keep putting Morbius in theaters.
God.
There's truly something about the wording of a petition specifically that starts with "We were all busy that weekend. Please do it again." That I truly enjoy. Anyway, now that we've morbed.
Anyways, now that this woman has been revealed to be a morb.
Yeah.
Yep, here we go.
Yeah.
It's time to scream more.
Yeah, we're gonna get to yelling. So yes, Taki is met by the woman who reveals herself to be Rosaranga. She kidnaps Taki again and brings him back to the Shocker base. But soon Hongo arrives.
We can't keep doing this.
Hits him with the old tuxedo man.
Yeah. Really just stabs him
Straight to the heart.
It with a rose.
Be strong.
I think at this point is when I made the note, "Ma'am, please be
No.
silent."
She will not.
She will
simply
not.
cannot.
She simply cannot, and it is very unfortunate.
But it's also kind of great. A little bit.
Is it?
Listen, I have to appreciate a bitch that just yells. It's in my contract.
This is definitely the scene where it's the clearest that she is supposed to be doing the Ojo laugh.
And instead
Because
she's just
Ambassador Hell's having a great time, and they're all trying to yuck it up, and she does the push, and it's just
just screaming.
just screaming. They got a lot of good, I'm assuming, fake rose bushes for this episode.
Yeah.
Which
I do want to
made the colors pop, like Gopher said.
Mm-hmm. I do want to go back very slightly, just because when Taki is sneaking around the house, before he gets kidnapped for a second time, we've got like this nice saxophone and bongo track playing, and I think we should just appreciate that music, because it's like, damn, all right, I'm with it.
Yeah.
It's good.
This show has good tracks.
I just wanted to, yeah, they've been doing work, especially with this, in these latter episodes of just good music.
It's ramping up. They got some people in the studio, and we're like, we gotta make some tracks.
Gonna make something a little funky.
Yeah, we need to bust out the organ.
Yeah.
We need to bust out some of those bongos. Get our bass lines going.
Yeah.
Like,
really give it that 70s vibe.
boss, it is.
Yeah.
It is the 70s.
Yes, that's why we're giving it
why,
the 70s
why you gotta
vibe.
point it out like that?
Exactly. Godzilla's Revenge got released. We need to.
Oh,
we need to get.
We have to redeem ourselves,
to be
apparently.
hit like Godzilla.
Sorry.
No, that's the correct response to hearing that movie.
I just have the notion of these guys in the studio. You're like, it's the fucking 70s, man. Godzilla's Revenge just got released. We can't let them show us up.
It's. Yeah.
Godzilla's Revenge going gangbusters in theaters. Gonna sell
Probably
Godzillion tickets.
Godzilla. Re-release Godzilla's Revenge.
Yeah.
We're
We were busy that weekend.
I wanted.
I wasn't alive in 1970. Please re-release Godzilla's Revenge.
Oh, that movie was so bad.
I suppose that's its charm.
Yeah, sometimes...
I mean, its charm is that Manila gets bullied, but
Yay!
Oh, absolutely.
Sweet baby boy.
that's about it.
One day I will watch a movie
mean-
with Manila.
You should.
I'm the one person who actually defends this movie. Because I actually kind of liked it more than anybody else, it seems.
Yeah, no,
but...
like, I feel like I would have liked it more, but I could only find it in the English dub, and, wow.
Yum, those
Wow.
70s
Yeah, no, it was
dubs.
like crisp right off the presses, terrible 70s dub.
Delicious.
Just wonderful.
We
Love
grabbed
to
an
hear it.
actual reel.
You'll love to see it, baby.
And hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who else gets bullied a lot?
Taki.
Tell me.
Taki. Yeah, no, Shake's got it. It's Taki.
Yeah. Taki does get bullied a lot. I'm
Boy,
interested
howdy.
Yeah, he
in
gets
what part of the
stabbed.
synopsis you want to talk about specifically, because we're not there right now.
I mean, just really this entire episode.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just
He
He gets
kind of
bullied.
gets fucked up all through.
yeah, he gets stabbed
Yeah.
in the heart, poisoned 3 times,
Something like that.
2 times, something. I don't know.
It's a little rough.
Yeah,
Having a bad day.
It's not
That's
easy
rough,
being
buddy.
T. Thank you.
yeah.
Anyway, it's going to become significantly easier because Hongo arrives. Hongo is attacked by
Yay.
Shocker, however, outside of the base,
Ooh.
and causes Rosaranga to flee. That's good.
Yay.
He made the bad guy run away.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I'm so
Right,
free
okay,
for you.
Back at his lab, Hongo works on an antidote for Rosaranga's
Uh-oh.
poison.
Sorry. Back to the lab.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a legit. I thought I disconnected.
I'm so sorry. This is so not worth it. All right.
It's fine. I appreciate the joke because it's also literally anytime someone says "back to the lab," that is my thought as well.
Just that gif of Dexter marching
Yep.
starts playing in your head.
Not again. Back to the lab again.
Messed up.
Back to the lab. I did have a note that just said Hongo in the lab. What will he make?
He's working on. He's working on Street Fighter 6 tech.
Yeah. Hongo in the lab.
He's
What
like-
combo will he learn?
He's trying to figure out how to parry.
Yeah. He's trying to do the Daigo parry.
There's an achievement for it.
Exactly. You know there's going to be an achievement for the Daigo parry in that game.
I don't know if it's gonna work the same, but that's a different discussion.
That's true. Anyway, Hongo in the lab. What will he make? Well, he'll make an antidote for Rosaranga's poison.
Antidote. Oh.
Yeah, what did you think he was making?
What's the poison?
Well, actually, I guess he didn't make the antidote. Yeah.
Oh right.
He was analyzing the toxins and somehow was able to discern exactly what they did by throwing it into a vial
You
of
can't do that?
liquid and just looking at it intensely.
He's got cyborg eyes.
600 IQB.
Suppose I should not underestimate him.
Underestimate
Or
Hongo
else.
at your pearl.
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
slight dial back. Because I did make a note of it. The fight scene before he flees with the sample.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's really funny because he jumps to a completely different location.
Yeah.
Yes. It's fun.
From the mansion up
Yeah.
to some city stairs.
We did not want to fight on this mansion yard yet, I guess, because I think they still do later.
Yeah.
But this time, no. Go to these city stairs. Fight some mooks. It's some fun stunts. It's kind of on this
Oh, yeah.
hill with some walls built into the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And they do some
Hongo's
jumps
suit
off
actor
of
does
it.
that thing he likes to do where he does the 1 foot kick off a wall to jump
Yeah!
at
That shit was so
Like my
cool.
cat.
someone. Yeah.
A lot of the, I didn't notice this on first watch, but a lot of the stair fight is also just one shot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like sustained, and it's quite nice to see.
It's a stand fighting.
Hmm.
That's a very overlooked thing in a lot of fight choreography.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a lot of good fight choreography is good because it is sustained.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It
It
lets
is,
you
it is an
actually
impressive
see the fight.
series of stunts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And lets you discern the motion of the fight itself. And a lot of people do just a bunch of fucking cuts. And
Ugh.
it's gross and lame.
Shaky
yeah, shaky
cam.
cam,
It sucks.
fast cuts.
Oh no!
Just-
oh
yeah.
no!
Yeah, away from me.
Instead, what we get this time around is Hongo throwing someone or the monster. Gosh, Baranga?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, Baranga, Rosaranga, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Rosaranga. Just like over his head, and then they tumble out of frame, and Hongo gets up, runs into the camera, drop kick, and then cut to them just smashing onto the ground. It carries momentum. Good cut. I do like it.
Yeah. I will say Kamen Rider has been very good about like fight choreography camera work. They do a good job of making sure that the stunts and everything flow well, and you know, they don't do a lot of like jump cut.
Mm-mm.
Which, I mean, I guess given its origins, it makes sense because it seems like a lot of these people come from like wrestling backgrounds and such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So it's just
probably
like,
some
yeah,
sort
why
of
wouldn't
martial
we?
arts knowledge.
Yeah.
Wrestling, martial arts, and dedicated stunt groups, as
Yeah.
seen by JAC Swag.
Yeah. Japan Action Club, baby.
These people
I
know
would-
their stuff.
Still wear a shirt on that.
Yeah, especially you have to imagine not only do the stunt people know what they're doing, but also like the actual directors and like cameramen and filmographers and everything probably
Mhm.
as well. Just, you know, Japan has had a many years tradition of, you know, samurai films that are essentially built on just like single shot multi-person fights.
Oh, true.
You know, that like very intentionally do not utilize a lot of cuts, and like, you know, don't jump around a lot in the action. It's just kind of like we're gonna pick one or two angles and we're gonna watch the majority of the fight from those particular angles. It's very cool to see how it all translates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
For sure.
Where are we in this here? Hongo in the lab, what will
Science.
you make?
Are you ready for child
Yes, it's time
soldier?
for child soldiery. At the headquarters, Tachibana arrives and gets a call from some of the kids regarding Taki's location. The kids get attacked by Rosaranga, and she sends them back to the base to attack the others. Hongo is able to subdue them when Taki arrives, also under Rosaranga's control. Hongo rescues Taki and explains to him about the poison, showing him the antidote to the poison he has created. Taki and the boys,
These grown-ass women are harangued by children.
they always are. They be staying harangued.
This is like maybe the first episode that I feel gave us a good excuse for it.
A little bit,
But
yeah.
boy howdy, do these grown-ass women not really contemplate that they are like twice this kid's size and could just
Just kick them
literally
over.
extend your leg and into the face. It's not hard. You don't
It's
have to
not.
lift your leg very high.
You just gotta have the gumption for it, like Hongo does, because he takes those kids the fuck out.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He takes no prisoners. I will give them the slight pass. These kids did have fucked up hands that were full of thorns, and you
Yep.
know that'll make me think twice at least.
Yeah,
Put on my boots at
Dang.
least. You know.
gonna need a big boot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really.
gonna need some protection.
The Tims.
The Timberlands.
Yo, Choco and the
Timbs on 'em.
Tims.
Yeah, get my fucking Daisy Bunsen boots on them. Just destroy.
I'll get him.
I'm gonna stop you flat. I'm not
Stop
afraid of a thorn.
mumbling you and walk it out.
You kidding me?
What?
Walk it dry.
Daisy
Oh,
sat at the table.
jeez. A whole new side of her.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Daisy, this is the one shocker kaiji in the Daisy.
Oh, yeah,
would just,
absolutely.
Like, fucking kill instantly. Screams too much. You're a big flower.
yeah, I'm just gonna
chop you.
snip, snap, snoop.
Good for you, Daisy.
Yeah, just pulls out the fucking hedge clippers.
Time to get pruned.
Good old fashioned
Old-fashioned
decapitations.
Yeah.
Now you and your child can enjoy good old-fashioned decapitations
It is-
with the Fisher-Price guillotine.
That's
How much for
it's a
pre-order?
full size.
It's Fisher-Price, so it's a mini one.
400.
It's It was one of those AI generated image prompts that I saw that I truly adored. Fisher Price guillotine.
Like, I'm imagining something made of the same plastic of size and color as those
pretty
little
much.
cars.
Yeah, it's all rounded edges and the white and the green. Yeah,
But it's a guillotine. Yeah, it's all rounded edges except for the blade.
Yeah, you get the like really nice or the I guess cheap like toy
mm-hmm.
grade
Hollow
plastic.
Yeah.
Get the plastic
flick
wheels to roll it out on.
Yeah.
Squeaks like a motherfucker. There's like 5 spiders already living.
You like look under it and you're like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
all
there's
up in
the
that
spider
bitch.
eggs.
Yeah.
That's the authenticity.
Yeah, they're gonna get their head chopped off. It doesn't really matter if they get spiders in their hair.
No, the French.
The French.
Anyways, Hongo
Yeah,
puts boots to asses
yeah,
on these
fucking
children.
WWE Super Slam. Yeah, Hongo takes these kids out with extreme prejudice. Yeah,
Ain't no thorns in my fucking house.
which also includes Taki.
And
Yeah.
Taki's not safe either. Just decks him.
They come to, and he's like, y'all were poisoned, but I unpoisoned you. And, yeah, with the power of my
With
fist.
the power of my fists.
And he's like, here, I've made the preventative, so now you can't get poisoned again. And Taki and the kids are like, give us the preventative and send us back in. We gotta regain our honor. To quote the children, we have our pride.
No, don't send the children back
We
in.
gotta get in.
No.
We gotta get in. I gotta kill those
Yeah.
bastards for what they did to me. This will not stand.
Send me in, coach. I can do it, I swear. I gotta prove to him. I gotta prove to him I'm tough.
Kid just pulls a bolt action rifle.
So yes, Taki and the boys decide to use the antidote to break into the Shocker base. Taki is able to get into the base, but he's attacked when the Shocker leader lets Ambassador Hell know that Hongo is still alive. Fucking Shocker leader, you fucking narc.
Yeah. I have written down. Funny
Yeah,
thing
really.
to call a fascist. I have a thing written down. Taki's gonna infiltrate. This can only go well.
And it indeed goes perfectly.
It's
Yeah.
almost like they knew. It's actually like on paper, it's a great plan too. Like he as far as Shocker is concerned, they sent him to kill Hongo, and they don't know he has not succeeded. And he's just like, no, just put the rose back in me and send me back in, and I'll infiltrate. It's like, yeah, that's a great way to catch him off guard. They just sandbag his shit. They're just like, no, never mind. He's a fucking spy. Get him. Because I see everything, apparently, says Shocker
it's 'cause
Leader.
Hongo is a cyborg. And Shocker Leader always knows if a cyborg is alive or
God
not,
motor.
because he's the leader of the cyborgs.
Sure.
Or something like that. I don't know. Who fucking cares?
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck this dude. Anyway, Taki fights his way out of the base and is rescued by Hongo, who defeats Rosaranga. That's the episode. I mean, really, they end this one quick.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah.
They don't even.
very abrupt.
They don't even have time
Yeah.
to do a real finisher.
Slight note about the return to this mansion
Yeah.
area where we're having another fight. I just find it endlessly amusing that they did not find a site that actually
Yep.
had roses, so
All
they have
over the
kind of
place.
posed fake
Yeah.
roses in front of bushes
Yeah.
and stuff to make them look like rose
They did
bushes.
their best.
It's just, it's fun. They did their best. I think it was cute, and on a television in the 70s, I don't imagine
Oh,
you would
yeah.
ever be able to truly notice.
Like we're getting
Yeah.
that crisp HD footage.
We have pointed out multiple times
This
that
is
we have
a-
seen things we were not supposed to.
You were really not meant to see some stuff. the set piece for this fight's fun. They have like a nice like bridge. I think this is like genuinely an old property, kind of an old traditional bridge over a stream, and the forest surrounding it.
It's a really nice set for them.
Yeah,
to do
it's beautiful
stuff at. It totally makes sense why they would want to film here.
Yeah. I wonder if this is truly like I want to believe that they have the mansion and maybe the steps up to the mansion might be part of it, but I have to wonder how much from there is just a completely different zone.
That's a good question.
So it's believable as such, though.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if the interior was actually that mansion.
Yeah. Who knows about that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a possibility at the very least.
It's some good stuff. We get one more Shocker Brothers spot.
Yeah.
in which he backflips away from Taki. Defensive maneuvers.
Hell yeah. We can flip and dip and whip offensively and defensively.
It works for him too. He's like Taki's like, oh, wait, what? He keeps trying to swing at him. He keeps backflipping.
How are you
Can't
gonna
do it.
defeat the power of his flips? I would be remiss if I did not point out my probably legitimately my single favorite part of this whole fight. The one thing I made a note about, which was the fucking ring psychology, baby. We pick a limb and we work it.
It's true. It's true. He does the fucking ring psychology. Kamen Rider ready to work for the audiences. We also got where's the Money Lebowski spot?
Yeah.
where Kamen Rider gets lightly dunked. It's honestly quite gentle, and he returns the favor by just going dunking the shit out of Baranga.
Yeah. This was
delightful.
Also, brief cutaway to Taki and a Shocker brother doing tandem cartwheels.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
each
good.
other.
I feel like that's what like a fight between Taki and a Shocker brother would just break down into. It would just like be them being like, who can flip, whip, and dip better.
It's all they end up doing. Another guy has to interrupt.
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
Don't forget you're blocking.
Come on.
Japan
Stop.
Flexing.
Yeah. But yeah, Baranga works that limb, and Kamen Rider sells a little bit.
Yeah.
But not for very long.
Well, yeah, because we gotta hit the finish of this match in the next 45 seconds.
And we don't have time to actually do any of our signature moves. So I'm just gonna throw you into a tree and you die.
Yeah, he fucking Irish whips her into the tree.
Straight up, just grabs the arm.
And she returns to the earth.
I really wish this death scene was done just a little bit better.
Only a little, huh?
I wish this death scene had a writer kick.
I wish this death scene had a not just a fake prop rose and sparklers.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's what I wanted. It would be different. I wanted that to be a real rose slowly burning and actually like being on fire.
That would be cool. So cool looking.
It would have carried in that more of like artistic flair we were doing with the heavy contrast of like the black and white or the red and white, excuse me. And then just like let it sit as it's burned and then fade to the like end of the episode. It would have been so good.
Well, we didn't have time for that.
No, we get this plastic rose sparklers and then a hard cut.
And then
yeah, they did not have the budget for real roses, which I guess is fair. If you have limited budget, you might as well get something that could be reused.
That's true, but I was really thinking at least one. At least for the final kill, you know?
Yeah, I wish they got something, even if it wasn't a real rose, at least something flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was so ready for this death of that caliber, and I was not even close to being given it.
Alas.
Makes me sad.
It is what it is. I'm sure they'll do better next time when they have more time and more budget. and we'll get a finish that's better than Irish whip into a tree.
That was so silly.
It was ridiculous.
Oh my god. I just didn't want to do. They really tried to give it a new name too.
Did they? Oh god,
They gave it a move name. Yeah.
What did they call it?
The
Yeah,
screw
block. Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever, I don't know. Words, do they
Nope.
mean anything?
No.
Not when they're in English.
Yeah, no. It is a meaningless thing, not even a pro wrestling thing. It's just they needed a name for it.
Yeah.
He does say, oh wait, no. He doesn't say rider kick, it's
The lyrics are, yeah,
sorry.
there's a song.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lyrics say rider
The
kick.
song is singing about this cool move that we don't get to see.
Yeah.
As if
Yeah.
to taunt us.
Remember this?
A fun thing though, the Jikai this time is again now the monster
Yeah.
next time instead of Ambassador Hell.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Which is cool. I appreciate it. I like it every time we do it, and I hope we continue to do it more. It's
Yeah,
it's a neat little thing. With that, I guess we'll get into what is going to be our episodes for next time. We're going to be doing episode 76 and 77. Those are, yeah.
Loading.
The wiki has chosen to translate this in a way.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
No, it's not bad. It's just interesting. 3
curious.
of power generation monster sea dragon.
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
Nope, that almost
I
worked.
gotta say, Shout TV isn't a whole lot better.
This is true.
Is 3 head of
For
generator
reference.
monster sea dragons.
With 2
I
exclamation
mean, it's slightly
points.
better. It's not great, but yeah,
Marginally better.
And the monster Imoriga's showdown at Hatch.
That rules.
Yeah.
Roll downhill
You're gonna
ranch.
meet. Yeah. It's a showdown.
You want to see
Hell
Kamen
Ranch.
Rider kick some ass at Hell Ranch? Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't care
We're
about
going to
your
have a
life.
regular
I
hoedown.
don't care about your life story, Kamen Rider. I just want your head. Yeehaw.
Expect more ridiculously like this in the
We-
next episode. But until then, thank you very much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this silly podcast. If you did, consider throwing some money at us on our Patreon. We could use it. It'll help us pay for things. Lord knows I could use some help paying for things. Gonna be moving soon. That's gonna be expensive. Trying not to think about it, honestly.
Wish King Thats luck and
Yeah,
send him
me
money.
so I can move. Please, I'm begging you.
And say happy birthday. It'll technically be after his birthday once
Yep,
this
this is
episode
true.
is up, but you know.
But yeah, it's this week,
Yeah.
June 17th. This week, as in the week we are recording, June 17th. I'll be 27 whole years old. Ain't that something?
You got 48 hours to get this person a birthday present.
Oh.
Until your life ends.
Listen, I'm not going to threaten you. I'm just going to say a gift would be appreciated. If you want to.
I can threaten
Why?
you.
48 hours, they'll still be over a week late.
Oh, this was talking to everyone on the
You-
podcast.
Oh, jeez.
us. Oh, well, no. You can find
No.
I've already attended to this, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that was a fun conversation to have.
I'm so
Don't
very sorry.
apologize.
Ugh.
Interesting. I'll ask when we're not recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. Check out the Patreons. Check out all of the stuff that these other fine folk do, because they all do great stuff. You know, B drops with the art. Go for also with the art, and Shakes also with the art. Actually, now that I think about it,
Huh?
I apologize for making it seem like an afterthought. It's just you don't art as often as the other two do.
No, it's been a bad year for art.
Art's all I got.
I had a pretty good year for art, and then I didn't.
Well, look, the point is all of these people do art. Go commission them. Go check out
I
their
got a Ko-fi.
various... Yeah, go get a Ko-fi
Yeah.
from Shakes. Gopher is open for commissions. B isn't open for commissions yet, but that'll happen at some point.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And if you
Patreon.
join
You can
Patreon,
always just throw
you
B
get
money.
first access to those commissions. All of these people stream, and they're great streams. You should check those out. I will also start streaming again eventually. It'll happen, I promise. I'm not sure when, but it'll happen. Probably after I move. So, that's stuff to check out. Of course, always check out Wordsy as well. He do art, he do voice acting, he do streaming. Lots of great stuff. Check out Tales of Harbor, friend of the show that B, Shakes, and Wordsy are on. Supporting them is supporting us. I don't know, love yourself, have a good day, have a good week, happy Pride, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember,
We didn't merely mention it last time because I don't know, but
yeah, that's fair. But yeah.
no, because the last episode wasn't during Pride, but it came out.
Oh yeah, you're right. Last episode wasn't during Pride. Well, this episode is during Pride, so happy Pride, motherfucker. That's the energy now.
Spectrum
Incredible.
cut you off at mother.
That's amazing.
On my end, at least. So that,
Yeah, no,
that
same for
doesn't
me.
play.
Yes, same.
That doesn't play on the recording.
I thought God struck you down.
Finally found him.
Finally, yeah. You've been ducking me for too long, Fats. No!
That'd be...
not during Pride Month, right
come
before
on.
his
Some
birthday.
bullshit. Jesus, you bitch.
Come July 1st. Oh boy.
Yeah, come July 1st, my fucking retribution is at hand. But right now, Pride is protecting me. Anyway.
Maybe he also took issue with the end phrase.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
That's fair.
Because you know what? If you can't believe in God, and you can't believe in Buddha, you can always believe in Kamen Rider.